Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Sarcasm City Q&A, sports Q&A, I should say. Big up to everyone in the comments already. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, join the membership. You know, it's great. If you join the one at the top, the highest one, I'm in control of that. If not, you know, you're stuck with Flawless. So it's up to you. But yeah, you can get an opportunity to be on these sorts of shows with us 2 Sundays per month. So yeah, I am joined today.
This shit do not props and that.
I'm joined today by these two pricks kissing me backstage. You know, so they're not having no nice intro. I'm joined by Flawless Mr. Take Note.
Don't know.
You know, he's hardworking. He's got a bunch of clones. You know the story. And Ryan, who, you know, I thought liked me, but apparently not. So, yeah.
Why? Just because Ryan said he prefers me to you. Look at her hating, fam. Don't have that.
That's
if I'm being honest, I do have a favourite, but I'm not going to reveal who it is.
It's fine. We get it.
I'm not going to reveal who it is.
Man like MB says, hit the like button, share the video on all socials, join the membership like myself, check the links below the video for all that. Big up to you each and every time.
Big up MB,
Ultra Parisian says Paris est magique. I agree. We saw how it was.
What does that mean?
Translation magic.
Magic, basically.
Okay.
It was when, you know, Mahrez turned up, but that's what it is. Dupe says, come on, City. Since this is a Q&A, I've got many questions for Flawless. Yep.
I'm here.
Grill him.
I'm here. Any questions in it?
Said, I've got no questions. Just hope I can avoid stray bullets tonight because my teeth. I'm not going to be sending no shots at you. Flawless, on the other hand, will be.
Famous last words in that. You always shooting at Arsenal.
No.
Of course you are. Ask him.
You know what? Like, if you Arsenal fans hadn't said that we bottled the quadruple,
see, there we go.
Your own fault. You
there we go.
That one. I was actually the only one defending Arsenal on this show, and you ruined that. So that's on you. Akin, there's still a chance for a second leg comeback with the away goal, though. I'm assuming he's talking about Arsenal, maybe, because they're the ones with the away goal. So yeah, there's still a chance. We'll see what happens. Talking about Arsenal, Malcolm says, big up the Mandem, big up to you.
Laughing at the comments, and people are wilding already and that.
Zane said, Akin, the tie not over, but the way Arteta had his tactics today, man, is off his head. Going into the biggest game of our season, did not play a number 9. Everyone that lost tonight, no clue. I think he's been watching Pep, and yeah, it's not quite. There's a reason.
Yeah, Arteta's your guy, innit? Arteta's your guy, innit? Arteta's this.
You know who's going to be the next good great manager? Arteta.
He's good in the future. Just because you can't see it now, you know.
Man is just
the same way. Ollie's putting a 6-year contract. You never know. He might.
Ollie's the guy, bro. Ollie's your manager.
Ollie's the guy, innit? Ollie's the guy.
Ollie's about to win a European trophy, bro.
Exactly.
Put some respect on his name.
Put some respect on his name. Ollie at the motherfucking wheel.
All right, we don't need to do it. We need to stop this, all right? Okay? I don't know what's got in. It's them dreads that you gave me that's got into you.
Ollie Gunnar Ferguson, innit?
Ollie, all right. Respect the GOAT. All right, let's not do that, innit? I will end the stream right now, innit? You better put some respect on the GOAT's name,
how many years has Ollie been there?
Too many, I don't know, innit? Why are we talking Ollie, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Before Fergie did.
I don't know.
If he wins it.
If he wins what? A secondary European trophy. Well done, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Is he winning Europe before Fergie? I think he has, you know.
Yeah, whatever, innit?
Fergie didn't win nothing for his first 4 years, isn't it? So,
yeah, sure, innit? Well, he won 2 European trophies before that, but we moved.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm talking about at Man United, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Pep's won 2 European trophies. He hasn't won it at City. You still come for him because he hasn't won it at City. So
yeah, because he one of the GOATs. That's why. You get me? Ollie ain't one of the GOATs. When you're one of the GOATs, you're held to GOAT standard in that.
How do you know? Ollie might go from the Europa League to the Champions League.
Champions League.
Yeah, is it? Sure.
And the Premier League.
Yeah. Okay, right. You lot can't even say that with a straight face.
Give him a 5-year contract, bro. He deserves it, man.
You lot can't even say
He'll do it in 6 years. You gotta give him.
Delivering Man United's first.
You know what? Give him a 10-year contract because it might take 9 years to win it. 10 years is cool. Statman, I don't know if that's the real Statman. I'm assuming it is.
I'll check now. It probably is because he was because he was mad on Red Talk. Yo, rants. I'm not rants. Statman was fuming. He was like, I've been holding this in all this time. You lot with this Poch agenda, blah blah blah, calling me Stat Blatter and Stat Cronky because he was pro-European Super League, innit? Because he was pro-European Super League. Yo, Lewis, I'm gonna send you a link as well. I've not forgot my G. So yeah, he was big mad. But before we get into that as well, of course, like Yan City mentioned at the top of the show in regards to the membership, if you are a member, you do get certain perks. And one of those perks is shout outs at the start of certain shows. So let me big up all the members. This list is getting friggin' long, so love to you lot. So salute to Father the Big Guy, 44, The Progressions Project, Davey Fisher, Abel, Zane, Scott Page, Malak NB, Cams TV, Daniel Chelsea FC, Junior Swag King, Taekwon, Nippon, Wayne, SH, 40 Fantasy, OKW, my guy Deviant, J Socials, Eugene Amagash, Neville B, S Feetly TV, Glazers Out, Winter Surfer, and of course these two on the show with me as well, Yan City and Ryan. So big up to all the members on the channel, much appreciated. And of course as well, another one of the perks of the membership is your comment or question on Q&As take priority like a super chat. So if you see the same names popping up, it's simply because of that. I'm not ducking your questions or anything. The same way you lot ducked out as soon as Manchester United started winning on the watch along and that. The numbers dwindled. You know what I'm saying? The comments was bare quiet. When Roma went 2-1 up, people were like, oh, you're struggling against Roma. And then you man ducked out quick. But we move and that. Go on, Yancy. I'll let you get back to the comments and that.
Yeah, just trying to read. Akin said he should have started a number 9, but I don't think you can fully scapegoat him for that performance.
You're talking about Artel?
Yeah, a certain man in that team were not good today. He also says big up. Zane's just chatting the most amount of shit.
What's Zane saying? Up?
The quad, like he bottles a quad. There's no one's won it for a reason, you know.
Yeah, he's wilding. Oh yeah, the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A as well, for people that are new, because I know there's a lot of regulars in there. But if you're new, you can ask any question, past or present. So obviously we'll discuss the European games, but you can ask any question, past or present. Zane says, "Flawless and Ryan, this is why we don't claim
Jan.
We don't claim Jan Arteta is a bum picking up cones that lost wallet."
Why did you rate Arteta so much, Jan? Is it just because of
being... I don't rate him
hella highly in that.
No, you rate him so highly. You rate him above my guy Graziano Potterini.
That's facts. You called him top 3 managers in the league. You called him top 3 managers in the league. Of course you did.
No, I didn't.
Why you lied? All right, so where do you rank him out of the league then?
Top 3.
Okay, so who is that? So Pep and Klopp are the 2. Who's
We said Pep, Klopp, and Ancelotti. I think.
Okay, and who's after them? I can't remember.
Is a shout for this season because of how well he's been doing, or David Moyes because of how well he's been doing.
Is he better than Moyes?
Is Arteta better than Moyes?
Yeah.
Not currently.
Oh my God!
No. The only reason why I wouldn't say overall he's clear or anything like that is because Arteta has won trophies. Do you know what I mean? David Moyes. Not yet. I'm not saying he can't. Maybe if he was with a better team.
Who can win trophies with Everton?
Huh?
Who can win trophies with Everton? Not even Don Carlo can do that at the moment.
Hey, put some respect on Don Carlo's name. You know what I'm saying.
No respect. Well,
I think Ancelotti, in a few years, Everton are gonna have what they need.
I'm concerned.
They're gonna have investment, and I think Everton have a chance to be the next team that come up, put it that way, because Leicester have done it without that, so if they've got the investment, the stadium, stuff like that, who knows? But yeah, I don't know, like I don't rate Arteta that highly. I do think that Arteta will be a good manager in the future. I do think he will. I think the Arsenal job's way too big for him. I don't think you can start off at a team like Arsenal. I think I honestly believe even Pep would probably be struggling with Arsenal right now with the players.
You're trying to say that players are dead in that?
they're not good enough for Arsenal. Okay. If you think about what they came from, Henry, Vieira, Ashley Cole, these sorts of players to what they have now, I don't think. I think, like, if you look at the league next season, you wouldn't have them near the top of the league right now. Like, you wouldn't. You would probably say Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, United would all be above them right now, So I don't think the team are good enough. I think they need to invest heavily in Arsenal, to be honest.
Oh, definitely.
And I think they need to probably get a manager in that can do magic. And then once they get into a better position, because I think if Arteta took over straight after Wenger, they had better players then. I think it would have been a little bit easier. But I think now that team, it's quite hard. Like, even for him to have FA Cups with that team, is not bad. Do you know what I mean? I think he's done quite well.
Facts. Zane here says
the FA Cup twice and won it both times,
It's going to be interesting still. Flawless changed the title. We ain't making the final, bro. We're going to discuss that as well. But Jan's dreadlocks are looking fire. Big facts. Oh, yeah. Big up my guy, Avi, as well. He says, big up to Flawless. Great show last night with you on Carnage. Kali love. Pogba, fair play to him. Big up to Avi. For those that don't know, I was on LFC Dave Trippers with Grizz, Avi, myself, Saeed, obviously discussing the big game on Sunday and that. So big up to Avi for the comment. Make sure you subscribe to LFC Day Trippers and check it out. Also, use lot in it. Look at use lot. Man is saying, "Hey, yo, Stratman Baines in the building and that." Oh, Mazo, yo, Lewis, I sent you the link, dickhead, in it. So jump on when you're ready. Salute to my guy, Statman saying, "Nah, I went pro Super League. Always doing me dirty. You was pro, fam. It's okay, man. This is why we were calling you. People were calling you Stat Cronky, man, and Stat Blattle. You know what I'm saying? And that, like." Star was calling him Statman Saw and that. Like, they was going in, yo. Like, big on my guy Statman every single time.
Akin, there's a question for you from Akin.
Yo, man had a bad day in it. It happens in that.
Man like Kyle Murphy.
Not really.
It does happen.
That doesn't happen.
It does happen. He had a bad day.
Never had 0 shots on target in a Champions League game.
He was awful.
Till met Ruben.
He wasn't good. He wasn't good. But he had a bad day. All the goats have bad days.
Did more against Man City than what Mbappe did.
Yeah, in the first leg, yeah, I give you that. Let's see about the second leg because he disappeared in the second leg
as well. City, as I said, City are already through, bro.
Nah, who did jack shit in the second leg? Haaland.
I'm not jinxing you. I've said for time City are winning the Champions League, and you're winning the final.
You were saying City win the quad. That's what you were saying.
Yeah,
I never jinxed you. Plus, you haven't seen jinx Liverpool all the time.
So you're trying to get her back. That's why you're trying to jinx it now.
No, I genuinely think City are gonna win the Champions League.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
You guys are haters, you know. Proper pricks, you.
Stop by saying this ain't over yet.
If Man City win the Champions League, I will give you 50 quid.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. People, make sure you remember this year.
Make us say that again. Now. What was that?
If City win the Champions League, I'll give him 50 quid.
That's decent still.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Formidable Centurions is saying big up the trio. UK Drill is saying, Flawless, beg you tell me what I want to hear and say Ronaldo is the goal. I don't want to hear you saying nonsense like rants about Neymar. But the thing is, we know with rants, he has his preferences in terms of players. I'm not going to argue somebody down on that. Neymar is a quality baller, as is Ronaldo, as is Messi. What you have to understand with this YouTube thing and that. More time, we just running agendas to piss off the other side. And I rate Messi very highly, but if you listen to me on here, you probably wouldn't think it. Simply because I still get messages to this day when it's nothing to do with nothing about Messi. People will at me, oh, what do you think of Messi? But since he lost today, I'm not getting nothing. Well, I'm not going to go into that.
It's all right. He's still in the title race, unlike some other goats, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Because
some other goats aren't even getting top 4.
They are in the top 4 comfortably. What are you talking about?
You are? No, they're not.
They're in the top 4 because Fingy lost. Somebody lost. Yeah, somebody lost.
You said in the top 4 comfortably.
Yeah, comfortably in that. You know what I'm saying? That's comfort. And bear in mind, my guy's 36, yours is 33. At 33, my one was winning back for the Champions League.
What the heck? That table is crazy. There's 3 teams on 66.
I want to ask you this as well. If you look at the Bundesliga title race, you look at the French league title race, you look at the Serie A title race, and then you look at the English league title race, are we the Farmers League?
Yeah.
Serious question.
Do you know what?
Do you
know what's mad though? Like in Italy, it's crazy. So Inter Milan have 79, so they'll probably wrap it up because I think there's only five games to go. So I think they'll wrap it up. Atalanta are on 68, and then Napoli, Juventus, and Milan are all on 66. So Juventus are in the top 4 on goal difference, but their goal difference is 35, so it's way better than Milan. And then Lazio are on 61 with a game in hand. So if they win their game in hand, they'll be on 64. So that's a crazy top 6 race, to be fair.
Actually, I realised now the Premier League isn't the Farmers League because we're going to have two All English European finals.
All right, let's get into that because Ryan came up with the great title of it, and it's 2 All English finals in both European. What is it? Let me get back to it. I'm tired, people. It's mad.
The French League's mad as well.
Yeah, the French League is crazy as well. That's
Actually,
my whole
guy Posh don't win either of the Champions League or the French League.
Yeah, my agenda would be getting me struggling in that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, your agenda's in the mud. Like you said, my Graham Potter one was last week.
You're not letting this Graham Potter thing go in. You're really hurt by that, fam, innit? Because your guy's 17th.
I was hurt by that.
I can tell it
when you tweeted that, bro.
Because he is 17th. Yeah, I'm saying in that.
You know what's mad though? Do you know what's mad? Like normally I'm just humble in it, like a humble City fan.
Here we go. We get the heel Yan City with the braids and that. She's doing a heel turn right now. Let's go.
But to be honest, Statman Baines, you're 100% correct. Like I'm milking this until next week.
Oh, fuck Statman Baines, he a prick. I will
regret not milking it. So I'm milking it. So yeah. Where was your boy Mbappe? Where was Poch? You know,
did you see?
Come outside, and he didn't.
Yeah, even though he deleted the tweet, but go on.
Who knows?
Talk to me.
Did you see that Mahrez free kick?
I like Mbappe.
Did you see that Mahrez free kick? Does Don Poch not even teach his team how to make a wall for a free kick?
Nah, that's on them, innit? And it's fraud of a goalkeeper. What did I say to you? Navas tapped when you
He's won 3 Champions Leagues in a row.
So I just don't rate him, innit? I was having this debate with someone. I'm not a fan.
He did well in that game because Man City, the 2 goals that they scored, probably shouldn't have gone in, but the ones that should have gone in, he did well. Because both should have scored, but he went, to be fair,
I'm just not a fan, innit?
And then there was another one that could have slipped in the corner and he pushed it out. So I think he did all right. I think
Navas won 3 Champions Leagues in a row, bro.
Yo, Valdez won multiple Champions League, La Liga titles, and a World Cup.
In a row, though. Valdez was
it's not 3 in a row, but when I use that as an argument for Ronaldo, you don't want to hear it, but that's a whole nother conversation. My point is, I'm just not a fan of these goal line goalkeepers, innit? I'm just not a fan. They are goal line. They never come for crosses. The goal line
let Kevin the cross merchant actually score from a cross.
He overhit a cross and it went in. Yo, I couldn't believe my eyes. I wanted to throw my phone at the TV. You know when you're watching it and City are on top because City played very well in the second half.
The second half City were brilliant.
Yeah, and he crossed it in, and I see it go in, and I kind of looked at the screen sideways, like that's not supposed. Like someone had said something to me that was bad. I looked at it like, did you just say what I thought you said? I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Champions League semi-final. And nobody was anywhere near it.
Cross merchant, your crosses go in, isn't it?
Yeah, seriously, he's Kevin the
cross merchant. It just had to happen, isn't it?
Matt is clearly new here. He says Flawless is fuming at how bad Arsenal and Mikel are. So clearly you're new here, Matt, which I love. Make sure you hit the like button. Clearly you're new because that is not me. Why would I? Unless you think I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm not. I just like bantering Arsenal.
He's a closet Arsenal fan.
Can you not see that shirt behind him?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm praying it don't fall off again and that. You know what I'm saying? And that it don't fall down again.
Down because Arsenal came. He's got his Arsenal shirt on under that hoodie.
Yo, he's got Ollie at the back, hasn't he now?
Yeah, as much as you've got Salah on your Liverpool shirt and that. Yeah.
I'm not having the Egyptian Lukaku at the back of my shirt, bro.
Matt told me straight fuck off, you know. That is deep. Man just said it straight. Man said fuck off
at the back of my shirt, bro. I'll be honest.
Man said fuck.
How can you miss this comment from Statman?
I'm not finished getting through them. I'm here conversating. I'm being told to fuck off by my done in it. So I'm dealing with that first. This ain't over yet. As he says, watch when Poch 100% goes out. I'm very interested to see how it goes. And all jokes aside, I'm looking forward to the game. Of course, I'm gonna watch it.
You know what?
Should go. City should go through. Go on.
Before people start trying to clip me and shit, like this is a long way from being over, guys. Like I'm not. I'm just enjoying the banter while I can because it's limited on this show, and I didn't milk the quad enough. And then we went out and people were saying I bottled the quad. So maybe I should have just milked it.
I've got a question for you, Jan.
Is what it is. Yeah, go
I've
on.
got a question for you. If City go out next week, have they bottled it?
Depends how we go out.
I can't say they bottled because I keep saying this. People are like, why don't you think the tie is over? Because I've said I City in a prime position, yes. Where if there's two players you want in your side to overturn this type of deficit, it's Neymar and Mbappe. Ronaldo's not what he was. Messi are not what they were. They're two you want. Definitely.
What I've said is there's positives and negatives to this current tie. So what I say is negatives are PSG are better away from home. They've knocked the last two teams that they've knocked out, they knocked out away. They didn't knock them out at home. So that's one thing. Second, actually, I think Barcelona, they were at home first, but they scored like 4 or something.
No, Barcelona were away first.
Away first, yeah. So both times they've scored over 3 away goals to knock out the team. So that's one negative. The other negative is that we're not that clinical going forward. Even though we're getting goals, we are missing a lot of chances. We still miss chances against PSG quite a lot. So that's another worry. The third one is probably that we're not the best at home. Even though we've been winning, we're not the best at home. So they're the 3 negatives. The positives are that Man City are unbeaten in the competition. We're the only team that are. So it's going to, they're not just going to...
Sorry, is this a fact? Neymar has 6 open play goals in 8 months.
He's not got many because everyone was saying that Sterling's got more than him and Sterling's got 9. So
he's only sorry to cut you off. I just can't. That sounds like a banner thing, like someone saying that in banner. But go on, carry on.
Because someone said that Sterling's stats are better, and Sterling's been terrible this season. So doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. The second thing that's in our favour is that we don't have to win. So it's one of them games where
you can lose and still go through.
Yeah, we can lose 1-0. I worry that if we try and do what PSG did against Barcelona, we'll probably end up conceding. So we need to go out and try and win. But we don't have to panic. We can just... I think the longer the game goes on, the more frustrated they'll become. Because if it's 0-0 in the 80th minute, they have to get 2 goals. So they're going to try and come at us. And then maybe we can catch them on the counter or do something mad like that. So that's a positive that, we're in control. We have 2 away goals. But yeah, it's definitely not over. But I think, and the other thing that I would say is a positive for Man City is when we've gone 1-0 down, the City of old would panic. And they would be like, oh shit, we've gone 1-0. Like we did against Spurs, we panicked. Leon, we panicked. All of these games, when we concede, we panic. Man City this season haven't been doing that. So it gives me a bit of faith that even if we go 1-0 down, Man City will just keep calm, play their normal game, and hopefully get back into the game. So
I think Man City are just a much better team than PSG. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Do you know what? Like the first half of the first leg, we looked like we were scared of PSG. Like we were playing our normal game. We were cagey. We weren't doing what we needed. We were giving the ball away. We were struggling a little bit. We were still defensively quite sound because we did actually keep them out. And, their goal was from a set piece. So I know our goals were as well, technically. But
you did struggle from set pieces a lot, though, in the game. PSG did look good from corners against you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I was getting angry in the first half because I was like, why are we giving away corners when we're not great at defending corners? And then they scored. And then I was like, this is going to be a long night. But after that, we did okay. But yeah, that's what they're going to play for. They're going to play to get us sent off. Definitely. They were already trying to do that in the first leg. They're definitely going to do that again. I love Fernandinho, but he would get sent off in this game. So he needs to not play. I would play Zinchenko. He played well when he came on. He was the reason we won. One of the reasons. So, he was good. But, I think Man City are definitely in a better position than I thought we might be. And, we've against Dortmund, we went 1-0 down and we didn't panic and we carried on. So, hopefully, even if we concede, we don't panic. I do think we'll score. We're at home.
Well.
So, I do think they're going to have to score 3 to beat us. Or, maybe get to extra time if it's 2-1, but It's going to be, I don't know. I don't think it's definitely not over. I don't think 1 goal advantage is a massive advantage against PSG, if I'm being honest. But I just think it's in our hands. So
yeah, if you was playing anybody else, I'd be like, yeah, begrudgingly, I'd be like, City are through to the final, even though they're strong favorites, and I'm saying they should go through.
Yeah.
If City go out, I won't even banter them about going out because I'm like,
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you'll find some banter.
When do I banter City ever to you? When do I ever banter City to you?
Like Ryan said, like you said, if we go out, it depends how we go out. If we go into the second leg, we're shit. We're like we are in the first half. We're not great. They come, score 2 goals in the first half, and then score another in the third, and they're just passing the ball around 3-0 up. Then I would say we've bottled that because we didn't need to have that scenario. But if it's narrow, if we go out 3-3 on away goals because they scored 3 goals and we scored 1, like I don't know, like it's not great, but
I think it's one of them. If you go out to a Neymar and Mbappe clinic, like them man just put on a classic performance, you're like, you know what? Hold our hands up. We went out to 2 of the best attacking players in Europe. If you go out just simply because you lot played poor, it's different. But that's what makes me go Manchester City is not cutthroat simply because of those 2. And if that was United in that situation, those 2 worry me. When you have attacking players of that quality, if they turn it on, it could be a wrap. Whereas anyone else,
be honest, though, I wasn't impressed with the way PSG's players absolutely lost their heads in the second half. All of them. I mean, that tackle on Gundogan was a shocker, bro. I heard people say that shouldn't have been a red card, bro. That was a straight red. I don't care.
It was awful.
A horrible tackle.
It was. It was really
awful. Like I think with PSG, they've like I said,
it's in their DNA though because they've done this before.
It is the history of the PSG.
PSG have done this before. Big lead slip and like been in positions. They did it against United. They did it against you lot, etc.
This is what people were saying because they were saying this is like the bottlers thing because PSG are actually known to bottle these sorts of things. Like this has happened. So I think they were winning 3-4-0 against Barcelona and got beat 6-1 or something daft like that.
They were miles ahead in aggregate.
Yeah, they was. They was. Wait, no, wait.
It was 4-0. No, it was 4-0.
Yeah, it was 4-0. They was 4-0.
And bear in mind in the literally the 88th minute, Barca needed like 3 goals and they managed to get it.
Yeah, they got them. Yeah.
What happened was they were 4-0 up from the home leg, went away and scored an away goal and still went out.
And then went out,
That is mad. And but everyone's saying that's way before Poch and that. So maybe there is PSG or a little Spursy. That was Emery and the Arsenal manager.
You know what? Like, because I'm not saying that PSG can't get through because I felt like we've discussed, I thought they were the favourites for this competition because they lost the final. I'd expect them to go there and try and win it the next year. The same way if City get to a final and lose, I'd expect us next season to do better, and go one step further. That's what I would expect. It's one of them things. That being said, like PSG, like their history and their competition, like this is why I don't understand when you get PSG fans laughing at City. I don't get it because, up until last season, they'd never even got past the quarters. Like even Man City had got to a semi under Pellegrini where we weren't at our best. So, it's one of them things. They've got to a final. They lost. I expect when they get to the final again, they'll win. Whether that's this season or next season or the season after, I don't know. But yeah, it's one of them. I think the 2 legs before this, they've had the upper hand. They've scored the away goals. They've done their job in the first leg. They've gone into the second leg not needing to win. And both times, Barcelona had the most amount of chances that they missed. They were missing chances for fun. Messi got his goal, I think. I think that was in the first leg, actually. He got his goal, but in general, Barcelona should have scored in that game in the second leg. They could have gone through, put it that way, the amount of chances they had. Same with Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich had chance after chance after chance, and they just missed everything. So I've always said, even before the first leg, if we're clinical and we defend well, we should knock them out, and that's what we did in the first leg. We were a little bit more clinical than usual in terms of I don't know, the free kicks because we didn't really do well from open play.
Yeah, now you were a bit disappointed that you didn't go and get a third goal after the card.
Yeah, we needed that. I feel like if we go out in hindsight, I think people will be talking about it like, you know, when Barcelona missed that chance against you guys to make it 4-0.
Dembele,
yeah, and they didn't do that, and then when you got back into the game, you were able to turn the tie around. And I think we need to score first, because I think if they get the first goal, you know, it changes things a little bit. They still got work to do, but it changes things a bit. If Man City get the first goal,
it actually doesn't change as much as what PSG still need to go.
Their game plan doesn't change it, like in terms of we still need to go and that. You know what I'm saying? That type
of
thing.
The only difference is, if we get the first goal, they still need to take it to extra time, but they can't win the game outright unless they score 3.
And they know if City score another one, then
that's what I mean. So because like I said, it depends how the game goes, because if PSG get an early goal, we're in a bit, I'm not saying we're in trouble, because obviously
it becomes nervy as hell.
Yeah, City become a little bit under the cash, basically. And I think if we get the first goal, we can kind of relax in that game a little bit, and we can kind of just control the tempo, pass the ball around, do what we do best, and frustrate them, you know, and then maybe get another goal. That sort of thing.
It's a similar situation to, I think, when you beat Real Madrid last year, where I think you won 2-1 away in the first leg, like you did obviously yesterday. And then what was the score in the home leg?
2-1.
Was it 2-1 again? And you played well in that game.
All of our knockout fixtures have been like 2-1. I think we beat Mönchengladbach 2-1 away, then 2-0 at home, or it might have been 2-0 both legs. Then we played Dortmund. It was 2-1 away, 2-1 at home. PSG 2-1 away. So we've been winning a lot of our knockout fixtures 2-1. That seems to be the score that Man City tend to get. So this is why I'm saying, if we go 1-0 down, I don't think Man City will panic too much, because a lot of our scores have been 2-1 and we have come back from being behind. So yeah, I think we'll just have to see how it goes. I don't see Man City not scoring. I think we'll definitely, the amount of chances that they give PSG when they play football, I can't see Man City just, unless we just have a shocking day and we just can't hit anything.
That's what I'm saying, isn't it? That I see both teams scoring, but yes, that's my whole point. Is it highly in City's favor? Yes, I said from the jump. 100%. All jokes aside and banner aside, if City knock out PSG, I wouldn't be surprised. They have a great squad.
I predicted
and a great
City
manager.
To beat PSG regardless.
You did actually say that. Devani's saying here, it's harsh to say PSG bottled the game. When 2 top teams play, each team will have their time of domination. And City spelled they scored 2 lucky goals. That's just football for you. That's why I don't like the bottled thing in terms of
bottling is.
When people are being serious, you can run it as jokes. Like, you bottled it. That's what I'm saying. You can't bottle the quad. You know what I'm saying? And bottled it, I think, is too. They just played against. But the thing is, though, Ryan, they're playing against the team you think are the best in Europe.
I know, but it's the way that PSG were in really good shape at halftime. They were in control. And the way, Man City, you have to give full credit to Man City, the way they came out and played. But the fact that PSG, the way they played in the second half, the way they kind of collapsed, and also the way that their players lost their heads as well.
That's true.
I think they bottled it.
The losing of their heads is a time.
But I have to give credit. That doesn't take anything away from City's second half. They were brilliant.
Do you know what, though? I think with bottling, like, for me, bottling something is like where you've got a lead. So say, for example, Man United went out to Roma.
Obviously
you've got 6 goals and you've gone out. That's
when Barcelona got knocked out by us. That was bottling.
Yeah, that was bottling it. Yeah, I think PSG bottled it against Barcelona as well. That's 6-1. That's bottling it. Yeah. You know, I don't think, because we've had a few times where people have said, "Oh, you bottled this and you bottled that." Like the Tottenham game,
you didn't bottle that.
We were never ahead. We never led that game. They were on top every time. With the best we got was a draw. That was the best, the best we got. We weren't leading in that. I think maybe we were leading when it got to like 2-1, something like that. But we weren't leading for very long in them games. So even though we bottled it in terms of we should have gone through rather than them, to me, but it's like even Liverpool, like we were 3-0 down after like 15 minutes or something daft like that.
Mm-hmm.
We
yeah,
didn't.
the way, it's the way people it's the way people always, as soon as you lose or you bottled it, like sometimes you just get beat by the better team. And obviously we run joke and run banter with it, but I never say it seriously. Like there's very few occasions I can look at where a team has lost and I say you bottled it. Like no, you just got beat by the better team.
When PSG got knocked out by Man United a couple of years ago, that was bottling it as well.
You could argue that, that's what I'm saying, because you're in a position of strength. If you win the away leg 2-0, I think that was the first time in Champions League history a 2-0 deficit had been overturned. So it's like when you start breaking records in that sense, like if my team go away from home and win 2-0 or win 2-0, we should go through that side. If we get knocked out, something went incredibly wrong. Same way Jan City mentioned it about United with Roma. I'm saying we're in the final. If we don't get through everything that could have went wrong could have went. We should be able to go out there and play out under 23s and lose 2-0 and still go through. You have to lose 4-0 to go out. Something went incredible.
Shit as well.
Oh, they're an awful side.
There's no way. No.
No. When
that's the thing. That is proper bottling it. That sort of scenario.
They are an awful side.
You know what? Like it just depends as well, because it's like I always say, like sometimes they are the better team, and people do it with players. Like if Mbappe scores in that game, everyone's saying, "Oh, see, this is why he's the best. He can score in this. Because he didn't score and he didn't have a shot, everyone's like, not everyone, but like a lot of people are reactionary. So they're like, oh, he's rubbish. He's not as good as blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't think he's as good as Messi. I think that comparison was a bit wild at the beginning, but he's still one of the best in the world. And just because he didn't score doesn't mean that he's not good. You know, like Foden didn't score either. Doesn't mean he's not a good player. Just he didn't.
Yeah, I thought Foden had a bad game, in fairness.
Yeah, like, because his standards have been so good that it's like a poor game for him, you know, whereas normally if you get a youth player that comes up and plays in a Champions League final, a semi-final, and you win, it's like, oh, what a performance. Do you know what I mean? So it's just one of them things, like, I'm not reactionary like that. I think a lot of Paris fans that I've seen were kind of just saying Man City were just better than us. It wasn't,
which is okay, because the thing is,
you know what I mean?
City can do that to literally any team in Europe. They are capable with the players they have of playing a PSG, a Bayern Munich, a Chelsea, anyone. The same way PSG have players who can do that. The same way Chelsea have played, Real Madrid have players that can do that. When we're talking the semi-finals in the Champions League, like, these aren't bad sides. Even if it's sides that you don't expect to get there. Bad sides don't reach that. Bad sides reach Europa League because Roma are awful. They're one of the worst teams I've seen. I'm telling you. When I say we're on the watch along, United have conceded. We're 2-1 down. They've scored 2-1. They scored 2 away goals. I'm not panicking. I'm laughing at Bavs with reacting to the Arsenal conceding goals, because I'm watching the game and being like, yo, when I say they were awful, like, I don't think there's a team I've seen come to Old Trafford and play worse than that. They are that bad defensively. They are awful. Like, when I say,
was horrendous.
Even the last goal that Greenwood scored, bear in mind you're 5-2 down. Cavani's won the ball on the halfway line, has acres of space to play a pass with the outside of his foot right down to Greenwood. I'm like, where's the defense? You man are 5-2 down.
Losing that game 2-1.
You know how? Simply because, one, the Pogba one wasn't that was literally their only 2 attacks. So the Pogba one wasn't a penalty.
You know what? I missed the first 2 goals because
never a penalty. Yeah, never a penalty. And then the second goal they scored was one of them. It was not a breakaway, but that's the only other attack. They had 3 shots the whole game. The only 2 shots they had, they were awful. Awful.
Yeah, I remember Jan City telling me on the phone about Roma's form.
Awful.
It was terrible.
How the hell them man made it to a Europa League semi-final? I don't know. Statman said they are the worst team defensively in the top 10 in Serie A, and it's shown. Because even though we scored 6, Cavani missed 2 sitters, Bruno missed a sitter, McTominay could have scored. That's 4, and I'm probably forgetting. If that game was 10-2, like a friggin' time on a clock, no one would have batted the eyelid. They were awful. Like, we was on the front foot, dominating possession. Even when we went a goal up, we looked good. Ravi says, is this thing live? Yes, Ravi, we are live. I know it's late, but yeah, this is... You're not new here, Ravi. You should know this, actually. I was going to say, if you're new here. Like,
it's just one of them things. I just think, like, it's because someone was saying like they shouldn't let the team from the Champions League drop down into it because these poor sides, they barely got a chance of winning as it is, and then you're adding teams that are Champions League. You know, they've been in the Champions League because you don't know, because you might get a season where there's sort of, I don't know, pot one is like got a bunch of teams in that maybe wouldn't have been there before because maybe they went and won it the year before or something like mad like that. And then pot two, you've got big teams in there. Pot three, you've got big teams. And then next minute, you found that you're in a group of death or whatever. And the team that finished third in that group are actually better than some of the teams that finished, you know, second or first in another group. They end up in the Europa League. They're favourites. It's like when Chelsea dropped into it. Like Lewis says, they didn't even need to really try to win the Europa League.
Yeah.
You know, their toughest test was Arsenal, who are an English team that's like a derby. So you're not going to go into that game scared of losing. Do you know what I mean? So they just went into that game like it's a normal Premier League game and took the trophy home. You know what I mean?
This will be Liverpool next season, I've realised. We're in Europa League settings next year.
Imagine you were good enough to even make Europa League and that. You said you plan to get in top 6, top 7.
But the thing is,
we'll get Europa League
even if they get Europa League, like Liverpool are going to be clear of a lot of the teams in that.
Oh, definitely.
So it's one of them things you should realistically probably, unless some good teams drop down from the Champions League, you probably will want to win that.
We played Roma, we played AC Milan, we played Granada. Who's the other team? When I say the teams we've played have been awful. Like, who scores 6 goals in the first leg of a European semi-final? Has that ever happened before?
We scored 5 against Roma in the Champions League semi-final a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, they was awful.
You scored 7 against them.
Yeah, that was a group.
Yeah, and then we conceded 4 and made it close in the second leg.
But you know what the thing is though? Maybe it's just Roma tax. So yeah, you're right about Roma, but it's like that's not normal. The thing is, it was 6 and it should have been more. If it was 10, I wouldn't have even batted the eyelid. Like I said, we went 2-1 down. I've been more fuming at times when we're drawing games than I was when we went 2-1. Bear in mind, it's 2 away goals, and I'm like, we're going to score here, just keep the ball moving. And they didn't offer anything. Offensively, they offered nothing. In the midfield, there was just bare space and that. And then defensively, oh my God.
Roma's passing of the ball was terrible as well.
Yo, we dominate. They had us looking like a team. Everton, the biggest team in Liverpool, fully agree with that. Akin. Spot on. Big facts.
No, we're not going to forget about this.
So we're going to just act like, yo, he sounds like me talking about Mbappe knocking Bayern and Barca out back to back and that. Man said pocket Haaland and Mbappe. Hey, give him his props and that.
Do you know what?
Give Diaz his props.
I can't even. You know what? I voted for him for player of the season today. I wanted to vote for Mahrez because I was like, Mahrez.
Yeah, right. That's bullshit. No, you didn't.
I did. I was actually going to vote for Mahrez, but I thought I can't do it over Diaz.
Well, I don't believe that. Do you?
Not for a second.
Not for a second. But
you said that Egyptian Lukaku's better than Mahrez. So
I never said that. I didn't.
You definitely did. I've got the text messages.
Okay. One game where it was terrible, I was having some banter and you took it serious.
You were not having banter, you were fuming.
I was fuming at him that day. I was.
We know, we was there. You asking like we weren't there. We know.
I just said that day he was terrible, which he was shocking.
We're fully aware.
The same way when Diaz has had a poor game, I've said he was poor. I'm not going to sit here and go, Diaz has been the best player ever. If he has a poor game, I will call it out. John Stones against Chelsea was terrible. Doesn't mean he's a terrible player. I thought he was really good against PSG. So it's one of them. But yeah.
I'm just realising, who is Liverpool's best player of the season? Like, fucking hell.
Robertson?
No, he's been shit in 2021.
Fabinho.
Fabinho's been injured for a lot of it.
Yeah, but he's still your best. Because when he's played well, innit?
Yeah, when he's played, he has played well. I'll probably give it to him, yeah.
It's Fabinho.
Because I don't want to give it to Salah because I don't rate him.
Actually, it's been Salah.
I think Jota would have been a shout in the earlier months.
Bro, he's overrated as well. Jota's giving me those Salah Mane vibes.
I'll be back in a sec for this, innit? Just hold that thought on that. Just hold the thought on that one, innit? I want to hear this, but you lot get the likes up because we're only on, let me check, 28 likes. How the hell are we 40 minutes in and only on 28 likes? I know this show was supposed to be yesterday, but we couldn't do it. Get them up and that. You know what I mean? Man said, Nisha Keys, that's fire. That's fire.
That is good. I like that.
Now, we don't want City to bottle it. Do you know what? Like Flawless says, I don't think it would be bottling it unless, if we had a 3-1 lead and we lost, then yeah. But I think 2-1, we only have a 1-goal lead. I know it's an away goal, so that's always a good thing. But I don't think it's... If they come and they're better than us and they play us off the park, I'm not really...
The way it happens. But I think you're through anyway. Like I said, if Liverpool were in City's position, I'd be booking my flight to Istanbul already, I'll be honest. Because I can't see how City go out.
Then listen, you can't even buy a trophy right now. So that
what's he saying?
He just said City are the most irrelevant club in England because they buy trophies. Blah blah blah.
Just wait till they become champions of Europe. They'll definitely be irrelevant.
Why is the owner, who's one of the richest in the league, not bought you a Premier League? Why not? If that's how you do it, why not?
If Arsenal win, how tragic is it if Arsenal win Europa and they'll be in Champions League next season?
They'll get packed. They'll get packed.
They'll be in Europa.
They will get packed.
They're going straight back. They might not even make it out of the group, depending on what group they get. They're getting absolutely.
They will get put. No, they'll get through the group. You know why? Europa League. The team who wins Europa League goes into pot 1 of Champions League, meaning they get the easier group.
Oh, is that Mazda? But yes, welcoming the king of spin, the AC Penitentiary Patroller, Blues Fans TV's finest, the finest export out of West London since. I don't know, he is the finest export out of West London. Man, like Carefree Lewis. What are you telling me, fam?
Yes, bro. What are you saying? Big up all the guys supporting Unai Emery's Yellow Army. We're out here, guys. Yeah, and loving the braids as well. Nice look.
You.
Oh, this guy! Look at this guy, Emery over Mikel Arteta. This guy doesn't miss a beat.
And then an L.
Yeah, this guy doesn't miss a beat, yo.
Mikel Arteta, you already know.
I know you're in a great mood in that. Lewis has
L stands for loss because that's all he takes.
Yeah, he's been trolling Arsenal fans as well. Let's talk about this then, because and the reason someone asked why did we title it, that's why there's a question mark there. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying that's happening.
Why is that title there? You know that's not true.
We're asking the question, Lewis. This is what we do on Sarcasm.
Well, we all know the answer, man. Come on.
Okay, so I'll let you answer.
We'll start with the Europa League. European finals incoming.
Okay. All right, so Lewis, we'll ask you since you're here and we'll start with the Europa League final. Who's going through in both ties and why?
I think we just seen it already. Unless Arsenal nicks some shoddy 1-0, which I can't lie, the fucking bullshit pen has just made it so bait.
That was never a pen.
It was so weak, man. It's another one of those pens where it's like, in modern football, that's a penalty. But in a man's sport, if you do that in Sunday League, they're just going to tell you to get the fuck out.
Saka kicked into him. He literally kicked into him. That was never a penalty. I don't know how that was. It wasn't even overturned. That was a joke.
All right, so Lewis, you're saying United.
I understand there's 2 legs. I understand there's 2 legs, and I understand that Arsenal play in both of those legs, so there's still a dot. Come on, man. Your home record ain't even good this season. How many home games have you won this? Despite the fact that you fucking beat us, but Lampard tax. But how many home games have you beaten us this season anyway?
Yeah, their home form is awful. I think they've lost, 7 games at home or something?
Something terrible, right?
There's this crazy stat about Emery just doesn't lose Europa League 2-legged ties, because obviously he won 3 in a row and then got to the final with Arsenal. So this guy actually doesn't lose 2-legged rounds in the Europa.
Yeah,
but I think Arsenal will go through.
I think Arsenal are going through too. Yeah, Lewis, I know you're thinking different. We'll get to that question as well.
You think Arsenal are going through?
I think Arsenal are going. You know what? It's
I think they'll get
spoke on there. If it's 2-0 down, I don't
1-0.
Yeah, if they didn't go, if they didn't score that penalty, I'm going Villarreal. Because Villarreal were my original pick. But now that's happened, I'm saying, no, wait.
Here's the thing, Villarreal were all over them at the start of the game.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying, obviously, you was watching about you on our stream.
To be honest, they could have got a few more goals.
Go on, Ryan.
I don't really see how the second leg would be any different because, Arsenal haven't really got much, dude. It took them 85 minutes to play Aubameyang.
Yeah, true.
They brought Willian on in the 96th minute. They left all their best players on the bench.
I hear you. Maybe there's a plan. What do you reckon? What you saying, Yan City? I know United are through the other semi. Villarreal, Arsenal.
I think Arsenal can do it. But like you say, it's Emery. I think if it was a different manager, then I'd be like Arsenal all day. Yeah, I think Emery's he likes that cup, and also he's got the upper hand. So it just depends. It depends what Arsenal turn up.
Okay.
Because if the Arsenal that can grind out a win turn up, then they could easily win 1-0. But if it's the Arsenal, I don't know, probably like the first half Arsenal. I didn't watch it, but I know they went 2-0 down, I think, at one point. So if that Arsenal turn up, then I think they'll be out. I don't know. Like I didn't watch the game. I don't really know too much about Villarreal. So I don't know. Arsenal have a chance. They have a chance. They're at home. They have a chance. They've not been good at home. That's the only thing. But yeah, I think they have a chance.
Fair enough. Yeah, talk to me.
The whole bottling thing. Did Villarreal bottle that second half, do you think? Because they were at the man advantage as well.
I didn't watch it. So I can't say. I can't say because I didn't watch it.
It wasn't a penalty.
What did Capuy get sent off for? Because I saw him getting stretched off with the referee.
Second yellow, and it was the right decision. Right decision.
What was it? Was it just a tackle or what?
Yeah, he went in late on Saka for his second yellow. It was the right decision.
No, I just looked so peak him getting stretched off and the ref.
Yeah, he injured himself doing it.
Fuck him.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, so I don't know to say if so in it. But I'm hearing Villarreal were all over him, and when Cam came on, I watched along afterwards after finishing.
Cam wasn't happy.
He was like, it could have been 4 or 5 to Villarreal. You know what I mean? Like, we were that bad. He was like, we didn't have a shot till like the 80th minute on target or some shit, like minus the penalty. So it seems Arsenal won't be that bad again, but their home form.
Look how they're struggling through the Europa League. Oh my gosh. It's the fucking Europa League, man.
Who did they beat in the last round?
You see the way we went through this? I don't know if I've said this already, but
say again for the new people.
Bruv, the Europa League ain't hard.
Yeah.
The football's boring because there's no competition. We'll make mistakes throughout the whole game and we'll still win the game 1-0 because the team we're playing is so shit they can't even capitalize on the mistakes. It's that bad. The only tough game we had was Frankfurt. Not even the Europa League final. We beat those fuckers 4-1 in over 90 minutes. That wasn't hard. What Eden has done his last game, he was going to perform a Mazda regardless. Frankfurt, we didn't beat in either legs. Yeah, what's his name? Haller. They had Luka Jovic, who was in the form of his life that season. It was hard for us. He scored in both legs against us. Took it all the way to penalties. Other than that, piss easy competition. Slavia Prague, Vidi. What other dead clubs? I don't even remember the name of the others. That's my point, man. They were all fucking dead. and look how these men are struggling. They are scraping their way through, you know.
They really are, yo.
They lost to Olympiacos. Slavia Prague, they conceded in the 92nd minute off a header. They're 2-1 down to Villarreal. They even lost games in the group stage. They don't deserve to win this. Oh my gosh. And if they do win it, it just shows how shit the Europa League is as a competition that they're your champion.
Olympiacos about to say it, yeah. Oh,
if you not lose to them in a final,
we can't.
I'll be angry for you.
But back to the question, Craigie D said he's new. Big up to you. I love to see new names in the comments. What was the question? Did he ask us something about Ollie? What was it?
He said that he's an Ollie. He's Ollie in. He's only lost. I've lost the comment now. I can't get to it.
Yeah, one game in 26. He said.
Yeah, one game in 26, and he said, "What are your thoughts on Ollie?" Basically, he's new here.
Yeah.
Great,
he's new here. He's just great. All right, dickhead.
Yeah,
less of that.
Contract coming up when he
thinks Craigie D.
Ollie's a league, you know.
Craigie D. You see the response to these two dickheads on my left. Yeah, one's a City fan, one's a Liverpool fan. Like I say, if you want to know how people think about your manager and the level of him, ask rival fans. I say this all the time.
This guy's about to win a European trophy.
Hey, can I land?
Put some respect on his
name.
Can I land? Look, this dickhead just turned his camera on as well in it. And his
yellow army. Let's go. Big up the Villarreal gang. Let's go.
This guy is fucking wind up, you know. As I was saying before I was interrupted, and I haven't met a rival fan who is Ollie out. That tells you all you need to know. You see how we played today, Craigie? except for Prime, but Prime's Prime in it. Love to Prime, no. But yeah, if you look at how we played today, that's all I'm asking for. Play attacking, for at least try and attack. We attacked today. Yes, Roma were awful, but if we played like that more often, I wouldn't be so strong Ollie out. It's because we play pragmatic, we play defensive, and we do those things, and our defense is not even good. Yes, we've only lost 1 in 26. How many draws are in there? We've drew 10 games out of 30. How many games are left? 33. So there's 33 games, played in total. So it's like 5 games left.
Yes, Babs.
The record.
Villarreal gang in the comment section. Let's go, bro. What are you saying, man?
Pick up Babs, yo. Make sure you go check out his stream, people, from his watch along and that. I'm still waiting for an invite.
Unai Emery's yellow arme. Unai Emery's yellow arme. Let's go, bro.
He said, do you man never sleep? Nah, man, never sleep. We out here working, Babs. You know what I'm saying? And that. We out here working. So yeah, Craigie D, that's my thoughts on him. There's more I can go into, but the fact we drew 10 games.
If you feel like you need to let off any frustrations, come.
Babs.
Bro.
Babs, if you want the link, let me know in that. That's absolutely calm if you want the link. Obviously, Sarcasm City Sports Q&A in it. Yo, man is saying Lewis is down in bed with your jokes and that. Yo. Lewis is
by the way, your watch along, man. I love watching your content on a level. As a friend and as a fan, I love watching your content, man. Because it's fucking hilarious.
I've never seen
reaction at 2-0, man.
He said I'm in bed, but you know what?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll send you the link, Babs. I'll send you the link and that. And you lot get the like. So where else you get Lewis joining and then you get Babs joining as well. You get what I'm saying? We out here trying to provide content for you lot at these late hours and all them things there. But yeah, get the likes up because we're only on 37 likes in it. So get the likes up. Make sure you subscribe to Yancy ENT, also Carefree Lewis as well. Play the Babs clip flawless. I'm gonna let him come on in it. You know what I'm saying? And he'll get everything off his chest and that. But where we at?
Yeah, we gotta give him the Sarcasm City treatment. Just come here. Yeah. Let your frustrations out. We'll get through with some jokes.
Yeah, man. That's what it is. Therapy settings and that. That's what it is.
Has asked me a question.
Go on.
Ask Jan why world-class wingers were left on the bench for youth projects in the biggest game of the season. Are you talking about
Sterling is not world-class
playing over Sterling? Because Sterling is not in good form right now. Do you know what? To be honest, though, what I did say is Sterling, I would probably play Sterling in the second leg. Maybe not start him, but I would play him simply because even though he's not on good form, he runs and runs and runs. And if we're going to tire out PSG, he's a player to do that. And I think
you're basically saying you'd play for the passion merchant thing.
Nah, not even the passion merchant.
Run around for 90 minutes, kick a few people and beat his chest. And we're going to get to the Champions League.
You know what he'll probably do? He'll probably run at them. They'll probably take him out and give away a penalty. And then if Man City put that away, we probably go through. So you know what? I would probably play Sterling. Maybe not start him. I don't know.
I just think Sterling's overrated. Like he's good in it, but like Foden's already clear of him for me. I'll be honest.
No, he's
Sterling over Salah Mane. I still have him over Salah Mane.
You'd have pretty much everybody over Salah Mane at this point. In that.
Give me Dan James in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a legit conversation. You probably take Nathan Redmond in that.
Yo, Nathan Redmond's a baller, you know.
See, there you go. I told you take Nathan Redmond. That wasn't even a diss. That's my point. Take anyone.
Salah.
You take friggin' what's my man at friggin' West Brom? What's his Pereira? The guy who scored at the bridge.
Well, he destroyed Chelsea at the bridge.
Yeah, he did. I'm saying he packed them still.
Don't recall that one still.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I think if he's on better form, he starts. Like, to be honest, Sterling's been one of our better Champions League players over the years. Like, he's done quite well for us. Even that Lyon game when he missed that sitter. Before he missed that sitter, he got an assist. Well. He was actually playing well.
Yeah,
I remember watching it because when he put that over the bar, I couldn't believe it. And that.
That was the worst thing he did, and obviously it was the most important thing. And he got kind of dragged after that. But
I should imagine. Yo, Ryan quote. Hey, make sure when you say this, people quote Ryan in it because that's his bar in it. I'm all at Sarcasm CTV. Yeah. We give everybody credit for their quotes. You can use them. I use Barra Lewis's shit, and I always say I got it from Lewis. Yeah, like JV with the dead grub thing and that in it. So make sure you give people their flowers and that for these great, because you get so many great one-liners that I use, from other people. So make sure you give people, passion merchant with a Cruyff turn, you know what I'm saying? You might not whiling with that. But back onto the Champions League
to work with, but you guys don't put respect to his name.
Why? Because he's out here losing to the worst Premier League side in history.
Because he's got fucking Mopai and bloody passion merchant Adam Leluza in it. Like,
yo, my man lost to the worst side in Premier League.
So did history. You? But Ollie's the best thing since I spread in it.
To you, he is, not to me. I want him gone. I've said this. You know what I'm saying? You back him.
You know
why do you want him gone?
He's winning the European.
You lot asking me questions, the answers to. Look at these dickheads. You know what I'm saying? Listen, no, you listen.
Listen. Ollie's winning you a trophy. Ollie's having a trophy for years now. You need to take
main part into Ollie and that. That's why. He took the longest.
Ollie's stopping you from turning into Tottenham.
He's the reason why we went on that. This trophy drought is the longest because of him. He went the longest without a trophy in that.
That's
he went the longest, man. Went 3 years in that.
He was Ollie at the wheel, though.
He was interim manager Ollie. I'm with in that.
This new guy, manager was actually good, though.
Interim manager Ollie was wavy. We was calling him the mayor of London and all them things.
Yeah, but he's not taking you to a European final. This Ole is.
Exactly.
Yeah, because the reason why we're in a No. Because the reason why
1999 at the Nou Camp, that's your man. And now he's taking you to another European final.
That's him as a player. Him as a player.
What a player. What a man. What a United legend. I wish Lampard could have done that with us. But sadly, we were in the Champions League. It was the bigger competition, and we have tougher teams to face. So we had to face Bayern Munich. And when you play Bayern, it is what it is. But you guys, you're making it to a European final under a guy who used to take you to European finals, Premier League title.
When you were treble.
What a story. What a story, man.
What a man Ollie is.
It is. Oh no, we had Di Matteo win us the Champions League. Aye, we're good.
Man like Ollie Gunnar Ferguson.
Are you done? Yeah, I was just letting you finish it. Let you get it all off the chest and that. You know what I'm saying? With this freaking nonsense.
I was gonna ask how amazing it must feel for you. The player that you used to watch live is now taking you to a European Cup.
Ollie at the back of his United shirt behind him.
The only sad thing is you guys don't get to watch the football live.
I hate this guy.
Ollie live must be a madness.
They need to be in stadiums for this.
God, yo. Oh my God, man! Said all I was gonna ask you was, how do you feel? I hate this guy.
Yo, that's why Flawless is going to the stadium on Sunday to see the football, to see Ollie ball.
Oh my God! Are you done in it? I was like, you finishing that? You know what I'm saying? Some tag team shit. You see, just watch me get rushed. You know what I'm saying? You see, just watch me get rushed. I know you wasn't. You was too busy taking the compliment.
That is so rude.
Serious. I was just getting rushed. You get me? I should have paid no mind in that. I'm here getting rushed and you just not paying no mind.
After you stood me up for a guy. Like, come on now.
What do you mean in that? You know what I'm saying?
A guy that he's not even met before, you know.
What do you mean? Nah, Musa my done in it. And it's for a good cause as well, in it.
Yeah, Forrest did it for a better cause than you doing it. Then just to make you happy by going to your house, like.
There we go. I was even pulling up. I was just pulling up to just say bless and that. She going on like it was something important. Like she cooked for man or some shit like
that. I cooked you a full meal.
What did you cook me?
What did I cook you?
Yeah. Go on. She gonna lie in it. I'll cook. Does your brain work?
Side of macaroni cheese, yeah. For a starter.
Lola doesn't like macaroni cheese though.
Nah, macaroni cheese, my shit. Yeah. It's one of my favorite dishes. Yeah, you're a Liverpool fan though, so that's why you get me saying.
You're an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer fan, bro.
Yeah, as much as you and that. These men are Egypts and that. You know what I'm saying and that. And yo, welcome into the show. Also, you get me? One of the biggest Arsenal YouTubers. I hope he's good. Get what I'm saying? My like Babs in the building.
I hope he's good.
Yeah, man, I hope you're blessed after the two. I seen you were stressed in it. So I'm just making sure you're blessed, bro. What are you saying?
Yeah.
Because you were stressed. I seen the watch along. You good now, yeah?
Yeah, I got work.
Loop, bro.
Nah, I'm not like that, bro. I only keep let's just say alcohol for good days, right? And today wasn't a good day. I think it is what it is. I'm not surprised. I did tell you guys on Chambers, didn't it? I said I'm not going into this game with any sort of expectations, and so I'm not really surprised. But it's the goals we conceded. I'm like, come on now, man. In the first leg, like I thought it'd be closer than that. Even though it ended 2-1, like, it was a disgrace, and we didn't deserve anything from that game. Emery outclassed us from minute 1 to 90. And to be fair, you know what? Saying about Emery, right? The first half he outclassed us. The second half, I say that, I think he fucked it up. He didn't need to bring on Coquelin. He ruined that for himself, I think, because that game easily could have ended 3-4-5 with the way they were completely outplaying us on that first half. And I was stressed. Second half, look, man, Sabaya scores off, we get better. Then 10v10, we get worse. So it doesn't make any sense. But you know what? I'm quietly, very, very quietly optimistic for the second leg. All
right. So you're quietly optimistic.
Right. Well, to be fair, it's only a 1-0, which is
that's what I'm saying.
Jarring.
Yeah,
it's not just a 1-0. It's more of the players we're going to have available. So you got David Luiz coming back. He's experienced at winning trophies. You got Gabriel come back as well because he plays better with Luiz. Tierney, massive boost, him coming back in. Aubameyang will be fully fit, hopefully. Lacazette as well, potentially.
Is that why he didn't play?
Yeah, Aubameyang's still recovering from malaria, innit? So he just come back yesterday.
Oh, okay, now it makes sense. I was saying, like, why the fuck he bringing this guy on at 85
He would have started, man. He would have started if it wasn't for... So he wasn't fully fit because he hadn't trained enough and also had malaria. So, it is what it is, man. That second half gives me a bit more hope. It's the same feeling I had after Slavia Prague. Like, yeah, Villarreal are a good team. They can hurt you. But, listen, if we've got our best players on the pitch, why can't we hurt them?
Yeah. MB says, yo, Babs, these men have a fetish for losing, you know. You never let our team get you that annoyed big man thing. I hear that.
Do you know what? It's the, the moment itself. It hits you like the second goal, the way it went in, I just see these players looking at each other like, oh, bro, how's that gone in? I'm like, bro, you little, I'm not trying to swear right now on it, but cool. Yeah, you man seen the clip by now. I'm just
at the thought of getting eliminated by Unai Emery.
Nah, I wasn't. Do you know what? That's for me, right? I wouldn't say that as an embarrassment because his record in the Europa League speaks for itself. But it's the manner of that second goal. I'm going, you lot are standing there. Man are letting, the Raul Albiol is like 37, 45 years of age, and he's walking down a far post.
That's the thing. But that's the thing then. If it's because you understand his record in Europa League games, then why did you guys get rid of him?
It was the right time for him to leave Arsenal because he didn't understand the English language, unfortunately. In Spain, most of the man learn no Spanish. He's very highly respected. There's a reason why when he left PSG, right, the two clubs that wanted him in terms of after PSG, he's just managed PSG, by the way, right? Look at Tuchel. PSG goes to Chelsea, wanted by, I'm sure, a lot of big clubs. Emery was wanted by Sociedad and West Ham United. And then he ended up at Arsenal. So he's highly rated, but mostly in Spain because he doesn't even today I watched his interview in English and it was, unfortunately, with all due respect, pretty awful. He doesn't know how to speak English, unfortunately. So that's why it was. That was a massive issue. I'm sure if we were a Spanish team, you could see them play today in that first half. They can play football, but he's also too pragmatic, man. That second half, why bring on Coquelin? You're 2-0 up. I swear that's what United fans have an issue with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, where there was Tottenham, where they sit on leads. You're 2-0 up, go for it, go for the kill. But hey, man, we'll see how the second leg evolves.
Yeah, I think you go through. I think you get a 1-0 next week or something.
See this, I'd rather get knocked out now than lose to United in the final. So, yes, it's a lose-lose right now.
You'd rather get knocked out by your ex-manager then?
Yeah, bro. You think, if we lose to Emery, it's banter. We lose to Man United, it's too much banter.
Banter time.
Oh, you're feeling Baku 2.0.
Yeah. We go from Chelsea to Man United. I'm not having that. I'm sorry. I'd rather just get knocked out now and just take the L and move on.
That day, but Baku weekend.
Fam, I watched your stream, man. I seen the video you did afterwards because I remember the video you did with Troops, and Troops was giving you the most smoke and that. I went back during lockdown and watched Arsenal Fan TV from that day and that was brilliant.
Mate, I wish I could have been in Baku that day just to be there for fan cams. It looks so glorious. Arsenal fans just wounded all over the place.
Yeah,
and look, think about it. Our fan base as well.
With European competitions, the team that always needs to win it never actually wins it. Like Man City needed to win it last year, they didn't win it. Bayern Munich, do you think Bayern needs to win it? Not really. This year, do United really need to win the Europa League?
No, it's not a really need thing.
Arsenal need to, and that's why it was like Chelsea back in 2019. They'd qualify for top 4, finished third, so they didn't need to win the Europa League. No. Did Arsenal? Yes. Did we win it? No. So man, I'm not even looking. I told you I'm not looking at the final right now. I don't trust these players. I've got trust issues with these.
I'm just hearing that too. That just sounds like a lot of bottle jobs in Europe, to be honest.
Yeah, but I guess the positive is if we don't get Champions League football and don't get European football, maybe Kroenke sells. Maybe. and that could work in our favour.
Do you really see Kroenke selling though? Because
I think so. Look, every club has their price, innit? So from this Dan Uet guy, I don't know if you watched the interview of him, but he literally said, "I've gathered the funds, yeah, to go and buy Arsenal." That means he's got £2 billion in the bank to buy Arsenal. That's our value. So I don't think it will go for £2 billion, but that's a close. That's the most anyone's ever offered for Arsenal. So he's got, and also the fact that he's got Henry, Bergkamp, Vieira on his side, that's a positive as well. Sorry?
Yeah, but everything I'm hearing from Kroenke is just saying that he has no intention of selling.
Yeah, but listen, Lewis, if you own a £2 billion asset, why are you gonna come out and say for sale?
Yeah,
you're never gonna say that.
Yeah,
you're gonna wait until the money comes in and then you sell him. It's like the Arsenal. What I've heard from him is like he's saying he wants to keep Arsenal for the family, like we're a bit of a toy basically to pass on to the next generation to just play around with. So that's how he's looking. He's not looking at Arsenal as a serious club. Like his main club is LA Rams. Look at this. Have you seen their stadium?
Yeah, that stadium looks amazing.
Bro, it's peng. It's like, I think it cost £1 billion to make that stadium. £1 billion.
Yeah, it looks miles better than Emirates. Facts.
No, miles better. So yeah, man, and obviously he don't understand football like that. He just doesn't, unfortunately. He's not going to come in his head. But to be fair, I don't think he owns Arsenal. Like he owns Arsenal. I don't think he's the guy that runs Arsenal. I think it's more his son, Josh Kroenke, that does the thing. But I think the win-win for Arsenal fans is you're knocked out, you might get sold. If you win somehow and get through to the final and maybe win the Europa League somehow, then maybe the Kroenkes will get forced into investment because either you sell, Arsenal fans will pressure on you, or you invest money to keep the fans shut.
Yeah. No, I hear that. Hey, you lot continue as well to get your questions in the comments. Junior Swag King say, wouldn't hear the end of it for 20 years.
Either and just still reap the profits of Arsenal like he's always been.
Do you know what? That would have happened if it wasn't for the Super League. The Super League changed that all up, in my opinion. Once you had the Super League happen, I reckon now the protests have never been like that. I've been an Arsenal fan for 11, 12 years now. I've never seen protests like that outside the Emirates. And also, look, think about it. If fans go back to grounds next year,
all of the protests were just like a side effect of the original protests. Like,
but you lot didn't protest at Chelsea for Roman, did you?
What?
Chelsea fans didn't protest at your ground for Roman Abramovich.
Yeah, but it's not. No, it wasn't for Roman, but it still kind of started the trend of protesting.
Yeah, but you also the Super League. They
were doing theirs. Yeah,
Arsenal's would not have been for the Super League. It would not have been for the Super League. It would have been for Kroenkes.
It would have been for the Super League if it was still a point then.
Maybe a little bit, but the main focus would be Kroenkes because it would be an example for us to push him out.
You'd use that as a side to also go after Kroenke, but if the Super League was still a thing there, you'd be protesting the Super League.
You know what? I wasn't that against it. I won't lie.
I understand why as an Arsenal fan that
as an Arsenal fan I was like, okay, look, of course. Do I want it to happen? No.
But financial benefits.
Do I care about Burnley? Do I care about Leicester? Like, as an Arsenal fan, if I'm being really and truly honest. No, I don't give a damn. I don't want to do well. I'm an Arsenal fan.
I saw the same thing. I saw the financial benefits of all the clubs in there.
Yeah. So I saw the opportunity, right, for my club to just shamelessly, right, get into the European top table again. Of course, I'm taking that.
Yeah, you did. At least you're honest about it. Junior Swag King says, wouldn't hear the end of it.
FC.
Yeah, wouldn't hear the end of it for 20 years if Arsenal lost to United. That is big facts. Notorious. Why did he play a false nine? Man said, man,
that's where
I'll false nine and got gassed them down.
I don't think I've ever said Arteta's a...
Your guy Pep has blood on his hands for like letting Arteta think he can do that. He was the false nine.
I don't think I've ever called Arteta a disgrace, right? But today he was a disgrace. He's like, he's a clown today. Nah, because seriously, man, thing is, he's tried to. You see with Pep, right? Even last year in the quarterfinal Champions League, he played a back three out of nowhere, for no reason, to experiment basically. Yeah. Arteta has never ever played a false nine at Arsenal, never ever. But long and behold, European semi-final, your biggest game as Arsenal manager, you go and play a false nine.
Didn't he play Willian in the false nine once?
No, but that was more
Arsenal with all the bad aspects of Guardiola.
See what he tried, right? Was when Man City play without a striker, they've got fluid front six. De Bruyne comes and drops off deeper. Mahrez comes inside. Sterling comes inside. We don't have that movement. These players are not clever enough. They don't have the mental capacity to take those instructions on board. So he tried it, didn't work out, and he was too arrogant to admit he made a mistake. So at half-time, you got to make a sub now. He chose not to. Leave it as it is.
Mad.
He's too arrogant to admit he made a mistake.
Ooh. Okay, interesting. He's saying, "Yo, flawless and Ryan, I say now you were right and I was wrong. No more false optimism for me. Not gonna lie. The thing is, we've switched because I think
we're going through.
Yeah, I think I said Villarreal, but after that, I'm saying Arsenal.
Yeah, after that, I think Arsenal.
Yeah, but look, I don't want to go through to the final and lose.
Yeah, no one wants to go.
At the bigger picture.
We're in the final now already as Manchester United.
You should be, unless Roma rise from the ruins again like last time.
Yeah, and they were awful. Like when I say they were bad, like that's one of the worst teams I've seen in a long time, and they were that.
But
bad.
You see, when I watch United play in the games that you've had the Europa League, no team sits back against you. They all play into your hands. They all come onto you. Like even today, like I know they were sitting back a little bit. I didn't watch your game fully. I was only watching on the side. But the goals you scored were just goals you scored was you had pretty open attacks.
Yeah, we had the freedom of Manchester. Never mind just Old Trafford and that. Like they were that bad.
I don't know, man. Obviously, when it comes to Arteta and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think Arteta's never lost him. Because we sit back more, but look, man, we have to get there first because you lot are definitely there now. Like if you're not there now, we're
definitely there. We're switching lanes and we'll switch to because someone mentioned it about Rebs. This is why we're going there. We'll go to you, Yan City. Real Madrid might play a back three because Mendy might not play. Carvajal and Marcelo is in the polling stations. So your thoughts on the Madrid Chelsea game, second leg? Obviously, it's balanced at 1-1. Who did you pick? Did you pick Madrid or Chelsea to go through first and foremost? I can't remember. Before this time, I'm talking about. Before the first leg. Because I had Chelsea.
Can't remember. I think it might have been Chelsea.
All right. So what's your thoughts on it now?
I don't know. Like, it's one of them. I think Chelsea were much, much better in the first leg. They had a lot of chances. They didn't take them. Well, they took one. And I think Real Madrid, obviously,
like Timo Werner and that.
Yeah, I think they got back in the game.
Let's not talk about individuals, man. Come on, it's a team game.
Yeah, to be fair, there was a lot of missed chances. It wasn't just him.
Timo tax.
And to be honest, like I think that will give Madrid a little bit of confidence. The fact that they didn't lose that game. Madrid are Madrid. We've seen them overcome ties before. I still think Chelsea will go through. I think they'll defend better. They've got the away goal. It will depend who scores first. I think if Real Madrid score first, puts a lot of pressure on Chelsea. So I think it will depend on that. But yeah, I think Chelsea will go through.
I hear that. Saying Chelsea. Ryan, same to you. We'll talk about that tie. And you lot in the comments now.
This is the one that I'm looking forward to the most because I think it's the one that's kind of most in the balance out of all the ties. So it's the one I'm looking forward to the most. If I have to go for my gut feeling, I think Chelsea will probably nick it. But it wouldn't surprise me if Madrid went through at all. Like I said that I did say to you guys before that if Madrid score first, they'll go through because I think Madrid, if they score first, they've cancelled out the advantage of the away goal already, and they've just got the experience then to probably be able to close the game out. You know, they've done it time and time again, you know. So I think if Real get the first goal, they'll go through. But so it's proper in the balance. I'd probably just edge Chelsea at the moment. Literally just.
The host has disappeared.
Chelsea are going through to the final and will win the Champions League.
That's what I was going to go. I was getting over to say, I put it on mute by accident. Yeah, Lewis, what are you saying in that? Chelsea going through, to the final.
Chelsea going through to the final. Eden Hazard's dropping a masterclass, but he's still getting put in the AC penitentiary. It is what it is.
Hazard at the bridge, oh Lord of mercy, yo. Your mentions are gonna be lit up, fam. You know what I'm saying in that? Your act's gonna break in that. You might
Christensen will be the right centre back, so we'll have to directly deal with Eden Hazard for 90 minutes if he starts.
You're gonna trend. You might.
Yeah, trend. I will trend when Andreas Christensen drops a classic in the semi-final second leg. Iconic moments classic we're talking about. Yeah, we win, and then he gets the winner and packs Thibaut Courtois from 30 yards. The dirty little rat.
Babs, what are you saying about it in Chelsea,
Real
Madrid?
I was peed off at Zidane. Oh, I was so angry at Zidane. Why change to a back three when you know your best formations are 4-3-3? Keep it simple and to the point. That's what Arteta tried today. He tried to be, this over-exuberant manager. Sometimes, with Madrid's team, you just got to play to their strength. is back.
I agree.
Mendy's back. Who else is? I think it was Valverde's back as well. So they're going to be a stronger team.
My G.
Yeah, that's true. But
Yellow Army, come on, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Chelsea.
Yeah, they've got players coming back.
Yeah, I don't trust Werner. Look, listen, this tie should be over. It should be over if it wasn't a team of Werner.
Fucking bullshit, man.
And I'm telling you, Lewis, right? I know you're fine with it right now, but if you get knocked out by the goal, right, you're gonna look back at that Werner chance and go, "Right, he should have taken that chance." And I'm telling you, it's gonna hurt you at one point.
That chance and he should have taken.
You can't keep missing chances, especially in a semi-final.
Lewis, can I ask, like, let's say you do get knocked out by the odd goal next week. How bad are Chelsea fans going to go in on Werner?
They've already been going in on Werner hard for that.
You might not ask him to get hooked off a half time, innit?
Games, and now we're here, and he could have cost us the entire Champions League with a save that Courtois said at half time.
Sterling
stretched for. Like, he should have buried it. Like, I'm not gonna make any excuses about it. It's fucking bullshit, man. But we got the second leg, and hopefully he nutmegs Courtois there. Because if he doesn't, it's all going to be blamed on him. And I can't detail the circumstance of how we get knocked out of the Champions League if it happens. But if it is by one goal, it is just going to get blamed on Timo Werner. Because two away goals.
Not going to lie, still have Werner over Salah and Mane.
Yeah, you wilding with that.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, you wilding.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
What do you mean you hear him? What do you hear?
Yeah, no, I say
Timo Werner's clear of those two frauds.
I hear him in terms
of. What are you on about?
It's not surprising.
He's got more goals than Mane, and Salah's just a penalty merchant. So it's why.
Salah's bare goals this season, though. How many goals has he scored?
Salah's second top scorer in the league.
Yeah, exactly.
Snap padder. It's what it is. I'm running a Chelsea reject. I'm running shameless agenda. I don't give a shit. Chelsea reject.
So bad, Salah.
Yeah, big up the big guy.
And poaching. That's all he is.
Big up the big guy in the super chat. He says, "Good evening." He said, "Is that Lewis Bottom left?" Yes, it is Lewis Bottom left.
Egyptian Tammy Abraham.
He said, "How is Babs? Are you good?" Babs, man, asking, "Are you good?" He's fine, man.
Life goes on. I've been through worse.
It's the 2-1. It's the fact that he got the away goal, and that puts it in the balance.
But as I say, it's the hope that kills you as an Arsenal fan. So.
I could see Arsenal being 1-0 up and then 96 minutes.
Exactly. It could happen. It could happen. There's no shame to get knocked out by Unai Emery, right? I know a lot of fans are saying, "Oh, Emery, Arteta," but Emery's a proven European winner. Like, there's nothing against that. And as I said, him leaving Arsenal has nothing to do with him being a bad coach. He was obviously a good coach. It's just that he doesn't understand the language, and there's nothing we can do about that.
Why did he not learn the language?
No, he can. He obviously can, but I think he just struggled. Some people just can't do it. They just can't hack it.
Right, he struggled. So it's not that he didn't try, he just struggled.
No, obviously he tried, but some people just can't do it. Unfortunately, that's how life goes, isn't it?
Right,
From what I remember, things did get pretty toxic at Arsenal under Emery. Like
and as I said, even today, right? First off, I was watching Emery's Villarreal. I'm going, okay, this is a good team. Then the second half, I watch him play. I'm going, I see why Arsenal sacked you. You're so pragmatic. One half all attack, second half all sit back and park the bus, take off striker and bring on the DM.
I actually think that Emery kind of doesn't get enough credit for like his first season at Arsenal, because that was a crap Arsenal team, and to get them that close to top four,
I disagree.
And to get them to a European final with the teams you beat along the way, okay, you got battered in the end.
Oh my God.
I disagree. We had some good players in that team. Ozil was in his prime still. Ramsey was still there. Aubameyang was in his prime. Lacazette was in his prime. So we had a lot of players that were over before. You see Son and Kane this year for Spurs. That was Aubameyang and Lacazette for Arsenal that year. They were overperforming XG. They were scoring every single chance. That's the difference, right? And I think our most creative player that year was Kolasinac. That was it. So we got very lucky that year. And the fact that the top four, we were close to it, but that's because everyone else was just shit. Like, that's why. Now that everyone's at their level.
Champions League, I remember.
But I don't know, man. As I said, I'm not saying Emery was a complete failure at Arsenal. He showed good signs, but he's too pragmatic to manage Arsenal. But he can get a result. I remember him versus Liverpool back in, was it 2016? Europa League final?
Europa League final, Sevilla, yeah.
He outclassed Jurgen Klopp. Exactly. So he knows how to get results, but it's just a matter of if he's at a club like Villarreal, which is not the biggest of Spanish clubs, it works for him. But if he's at a big club like Arsenal, it doesn't work like that, does it?
That's
I hear that. MB saying here, yo, Bab's been telling that man. I've been telling man that Xhaka at left back is a myth. So why does that Lego head waste man Arteta keep playing him there? When we need a backup left back, who would you sign if you're Edu? So yeah, both questions for you, fam.
That's a sticky one, man. Because Emerson's backup left back, right? Who's gonna back up Tierney? Like I think you need more of a rotational left back, innit? Someone that can come in and out.
That has lead me, sorry, yo.
Wait, I didn't hear what you said.
It's the way he said, yeah, man said Lego head, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Arteta's got a lot of. Someone started calling Arteta today our testicles.
Oh my god, yo, Lewis is an idiot, you know. The way he just dropped it. You weren't even what he said, it was how he said it and that, yo. But yeah, go on. Sorry, say what you were saying, Babs. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, man, backup left back. We can get. Give us Luke Shaw in it. Give us Luke Shaw. He'd be a good little backup for Tierney. Yeah, wouldn't start over him, but he'd be a good backup.
Yeah, sure, innit. The best left back in the league this season. All right, relax.
Yeah, Kieran Tierney. Right.
So we've got 2 on sale.
You know what? Even though Emerson's not that good, right? He'd be better as a backup than what we currently have, which is nothing.
Yeah, Xhaka is your backup left back.
Xhaka, look, I'm not even going to cuss Xhaka out today, right? I know see, right?
That bad.
He wasn't, because you see the goal we conceded, right? He's told Ceballos to go close him down, engage him. Ceballos just let him flown by. That's what has happened there, right? And the rest of the game, Chukwueze tried to nutmeg him 3-4 times. Xhaka never got beaten once, from my memory. So, and as I said, he's more of a midfielder, isn't he? He's not a left back, for God's sake. It's not his fault. And for Arteta, I can see why he plays Xhaka left back. He gives us more control. But we're not Man City, where you can play Zinchenko as a left back, who's a midfielder. You can play, Cancelo as well. We don't have that depth, do we? But he tries to think like we have that. But we don't. Someone needs to tell him that, innit?
Okay, no, fair enough. I hear that. I hear what you're saying. You lot continue to get your questions in before we close out the show. All right, but we'll go around and get everyone's winners of the competition. Ryan, we'll start with you. Europa League winners.
Man United.
Champions League winners.
Man City.
Lewis. Europa League winners.
Not the fans that have to sit through that crap for 3 games.
Europa League winners.
It was a good game today. There were 2 good games on today.
Yeah, our game was fire. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch it. I was actually watching
6-2 in your game, and Arsenal had 3 goals and 2 red cards.
I was actually watching.
I'm just saying, because if it's an Arteta versus Ole game, I'll probably fall asleep at half time. If I'm being honest, looking at the way.
I'm sure you'll be on a watch along, so you'll be all right, fam.
Yeah. At least I have Sarcasm C. Fair enough. Europa League winners, probably United, for being real. Unless Ole drops a howler, but probably United.
Yeah, it would be a big howler for you.
And this is a stupid question. Lewis, Champions League winners.
Yeah, I'm right. Stupid questions. Thomas Tuchel's tricky blue army. You already know, bro. I'm getting that photo of Andreas Christensen with the Champions League around his waist. You already know, man.
I said around his waist like it's a belt.
It's just a title belt, bro. I've been watching too much WWE, but you get the vibes. He can have a title belt too.
Oh, I hate this guy. All right, over to you, Babs. Europa League winners.
Arsenal.
Okay. Champions League winners.
PSG.
Wow.
Right. Okay.
You think PSG?
I got to back my team in it. I got to back my team in it.
Yeah. No, I hear that.
That's your other team.
PSG. Yeah, man. I love Neymar and Mbappe and Mauricio Pochettino.
Yeah, man.
He's magic.
Yeah, man. He's magic.
Tragic.
Hey. Less of that. Hey, look how you just unmuted yourself to laugh.
He's tragic. Mauricio Pochettino.
Imagine if Don Poch just doesn't win any trophy this season, any of the league.
He already has. He's already won a trophy.
He already won a trophy.
He won the Coupe de France.
He won the Coupe de France. No.
He won the Coupe de France.
He
won the Coupe de France. He won the Coupe de France. He did. Like Babs is saying, big facts.
Nice. The French League Cup. That just means
he didn't, man. He won the Coupe de France. Tottenham can't even win a League Cup.
La Coupe de France. Respect that. La Coupe de France.
Yeah, because they sacked both of the managers that had won League Cups before. That's why.
He's definitely one thing about Poch is he's got more chance of winning certain season than Klopp, but we move.
Yeah, but you got to take the Tottenham account.
You see what I said?
The man out of Tottenham, but you can't take Tottenham out of the man. I already told you this man's already bottling semi-finals like he's. The
reason why I said PSG, right? I don't want to see City in the final because I don't think if Chelsea get to the final, I think Chelsea will beat City. I don't trust City like that because Guardiola can always.
As well. Like, City will be a strong team, but I can back.
No, they are strong, but because Guardiola always seems to change up his tactics for whatever reason. Like, keep it simple, go with your best team, but you don't do that. With PSG, I know Neymar, Mbappe on the counter attack, and imagine Neymar spending up Christensen. Oh, what a sight that could be in the final as well. That's what I want.
You must be mad. You think Neymar and Mbappe ain't getting?
Bro, imagine Neymar doing rainbow flicks over Christensen's head. Oh, that's what I need.
Oh yeah. Before the ball.
Christensen ain't got no body to body with, man.
You must be mad. This guy wins 90% of his aerial duels per match.
He's a stick, man. He's a stick. I've got more body than he has, man.
You still believe this AC is a fairy myth? You shall see in 2 weeks, my G. You shall see. When we're inducting Lacazette, we're inducting Pepe.
Just add them in now. Go on.
Nelly, we will put your whole club in the AC penitentiary. Don't you wait, my G.
Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna sign Callum Robertson for 1 game. Don't worry, on loan.
Well, Jokers, Yan City, over to you. Europa League winners.
Arsenal.
Champions League winners.
I'm joking. Man United should have that wrapped up.
Hilarious. Champions League winners.
Gotta be Man City, man.
All right, back your team.
Team left in the Champions League.
The only what? Say that again.
Unbeaten.
Oh right, okay.
Everyone else has been beat. Do you know what? Like, I don't actually.
Does that scare you that you go all unbeaten all through this year and then you're 1 defeat? Maybe you do 1 defeat and it could come in the final.
No, unbeaten and then you lose to Chelsea on penalties. On a 1-1.
It's happened before. Arsenal went the whole of 06 without conceding a single goal, and then we conceded 2 in the final.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? Like,
you always need a bad
game
as
well. Thierry,
I don't think usually teams get to finals and lose before they win. So I think even if we get there,
but you know what?
We're not going to be favourite. That being said, we have Pep, so Pep isn't a final bottler. Like,
yes, Pep's won 15 finals, isn't he, out of 16 or something like that?
Saying crazy.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it? It's madness.
Do you know what? I changed my mind. Hope Man City win it because Poch might, I don't trust Poch like that yet. Still got issues.
You're telling me you don't have full faith in Don Trocero either?
Yeah, disrespect. Don't trust. That's his.
I have faith in his players, not quite him right now. And listen, he's still in the process of getting Tottenham.
Don Trocero's being carried to the final by his team. That's what we're saying.
No,
my whole point being, do you know what it is, right? He's got too much Tottenham still about him. Once that Tottenham leaves the body, right, and it exits, then we can back him. But right now, I don't trust him right now, just yet.
What I will say?
We're saying that Don Trocero is one of the bottle. I for one share this opinion with you.
But if PSG get to the final, I don't think they lose 2 back-to-back finals.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
If they get there, they win it. They do get. I think.
Hey,
if they get
Real Madrid could still get to that final as well. I know Chelsea fans are gassed. What was it? It was 1-1, right? The first leg. So yeah. You know what? Ramos back, Mendy back, Valverde back. Ramos is massive, man. He gives that entire team a boost because he's their captain, he's their leader, right? So I think don't get it twisted, man. Obviously, look, if Zidane goes back to a 4-3-3, plays Modric and Kroos as the number 8s like he normally should, Casemiro as a 6, and then has a back 4 of Ramos and Varane, Carvajal, and you could have Mendy or Marcelo, but Mendy obviously, and then a front 3 of Benzema, who's a demon in front of goal. You've also got Vinicius and Asensio or someone like that. Why can't they win it?
Yeah,
or Hazard, or even Hazard. How am I forgetting Hazard?
I don't think it's going to be an easy 90 minutes, but I trust Chelsea to beat anybody in 90 minutes, so I can back myself.
Because you like Tuesday game, innit?
We have only lost 1 game on the Tuchel. It's absolute fraud.
2 games.
The Porto. I don't even remember the Porto game. It was that insignificant.
Technically 2 games he's lost.
Fair enough. No, it is still 2 games, but the point still stands. Like, we have been so hard to beat this season.
Make it 3. Because when Arsenal beat you as well, it'll be 3.
Nah, it won't be happening. We got Man City again. We got Leicester City, Aston Villa. We got a tough run of games coming up. All I see is W's. Same way with the last tough run of games we had. All we did was beat them. Everton, Liverpool, Atletico Madrid.
Listen, 2 shells in a Super Frankie Lampard's gonna come out when it matters the most. You heard it here first.
If you are in the Europa League final, you're not going to give a shit about that Chelsea game either.
Do you know what's mad? Like, as I was saying with PSG, I don't think they lose 2 back-to-back finals. Surely Tuchel can't lose 2 back-to-back finals as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely can.
You're damn right. Surely Tuchel can't lose 2 back-to-back finals. You're correct. They ain't happening. No way.
Yeah, it's fine. You can win the FA Cup. There you go. We'll give you a final there.
I think most teams get to a final and lose before they win it. So it's one of them. I think if PSG go through, I can see them winning it. If City go through, I'm not sure. I think we should be winning it. I won't be happy if Man City don't win it because I think we're better than Chelsea and we're better than Real Madrid right now. So I think we should be winning it. The only thing that I would say about Real Madrid is that team have been there, done it so many times. They're obviously going to be the favourites if we go up against them.
No. I was gonna say that obviously, like, this might sound a bit stupid and superstitious, but like, you know, like you said, City are unbeaten in the Champions League this season, and I think you'll beat PSG and get to the final next week. But then it's a bit like it's very rare. It's very rare that teams when they win a Champions League go the whole season unbeaten. They normally do lose a game. Like even when we won it a couple of years ago, I think we lost 4 games on the road to the final.
Yeah,
we lost 4
games to Man City,
and obviously we won it. So like it's a bit worrying that if City are due 1 defeat, it's probably going to be the final. Even though I think you'll win it. Even though I think you'll win the Champions League personally.
Hey, less of this right.
I've always said that I could see Man City getting to a final and losing before they win. That's just the way it seems to go for most teams. So
if City win the Champions League, they're bigger than Chelsea.
Nah, I wouldn't say that yet.
If City win the Champions League, they're bigger than Arsenal.
Right. But hang on, let me get it straight, right? City have got 6 Premier League titles, about to make it 7. Chelsea have got 6.
6? What?
Yeah, they've got 6.
Premier League titles.
Yeah, we got 6 already. No, we got 5 Premier League titles if we win this one.
Wait, hang on. How many? No, hang on.
We got 6 titles overall.
So how many have you got in total in terms of league titles?
Oh, so we have the same league titles overall. So right now we have
exactly. Right now it's 6 apiece. So if City win this, like they're gonna league title, that makes them 7 league titles over Chelsea.
No, I know what you're doing.
They get a Champions League as well. Yo, man.
You're talking about overall trophies, right? I think they're very close to us. They're like about 5 or 6, I think, away from us.
Nah, not overall trophies, because obviously you man always discredit the FA Cup and etc. But I'm talking about the ones that you always talk about: Champions League, Premier League. They'll have the equal Champions Leagues and have more Premier League titles. So by Chelsea fans' logics, that one day the ones that are in my DMs all the time and mentions going, "Oh, look, Chelsea are bigger than Arsenal because we got a European trophy," right? Hey, listen, then City are bigger than Chelsea by their logic, not mine, but by their logic.
But how does that make them have more trophies than us? And also, how many European?
No, I've not said they have more trophies, but I'm saying the 2 trophies that you guys say that matter the most, right? So how many Champions Leagues, Chelsea, and Premier Leagues combined do you have? 7?
Yes, 7.
So if you were to have Man City have 7 league titles and a Champions League, that makes them have 8.
They have 6 overall, and with the Champions League it'd be 7.
Yeah, but if they're going to win the league title to make it 7, right?
No. They win the league title to make it 6.
No,
we've
already got
there
6.
you go. See?
We had 2 before we got money, and Aguero's got 4 himself. So it's 6.
There you go. So I'm just going off logic that I've been drilled into by Chelsea fans.
How many European trophies do Man City have?
0.
Yeah, but no, don't go there. Don't go European trophies, right? Talk to me about Champions Leagues. That's what you guys always tell me. You guys always tell me Champions Leagues.
I also am the first to tell you that we are one of only 4 teams in Europe to have every single European trophy.
Look at him, bro. You're changing it. You're changing it around. I've been drilled in by Chelsea fans that European trophies, unless it's the Champions League, they don't count.
And you have been drilled in by me about Chelsea's recent history and our European pedigree. I always come at it from a different angle.
Yeah, so in the Premier League era, how many league titles have you won? Chelsea. 5. So how many have City won now? If they win with this one as well, let's just count them.
5.
That should be 5.
So exactly, they've already eclipsed you guys in terms of success.
No.
Yeah, they have. They've won
what we've done. And I've already said that City have done what we've done and probably done it better too.
All right, who would you say is more likely to win the next league title first, Chelsea or City?
It could be either. I'm not even lying.
I agree with that.
Right now, Yeah, City have 6 league
I can't
titles.
tell
Chelsea
you,
have 6 league
I'll back my
titles,
club if we're
and
biased, but it could be Man City just as well.
bro, you know what's mad, right?
City title race next season. Liverpool
So before,
may be involved.
hang on,
I'm
so
not sure.
No, we're not in a title race next season.
Yeah, I see it as Chelsea v Man City for the title, and it goes either way. Literally goes either way. It could be either club.
Yeah.
Can we just get into the
Tuchel's
most
already said
important
that
thing
now
here?
in press conferences. He's saying he's hunting down Man City next season, and the way we've been playing, I've got no reason to see why not.
Who said that?
Tuchel said that. He said like City have been. It was before the semi-final. He said you lot have been amazing this season. We hope to keep up, but next season we're coming for you.
yeah, well, rightly so.
Yeah,
You've got a team that was assembled with enough money to be competing with Man City and Liverpool.
Yeah, and it should.
Why
be.
is that a surprise?
And Tuchel's taken us there. Yeah, so it could be either team that does it. City at the pinnacle right now, but I've got no reason to see why Chelsea can't be up there.
Chelsea could be a problem next season. You know, I'm not gonna lie.
They still
serious
play.
problem.
Yeah.
So
they
for
could
that, we'll
definitely-
find out. But right now, it's level with Chelsea City. I can admit that.
Yeah,
The
Chelsea
team's
had
mad,
definitely a problem.
and they've been mad for like a decade now. This history talk is now done too. Because I thought our history talk with Chelsea was done after 10 years because we won everything in Europe in 10 years with Roman. Same thing with them if they win the Champions League too. It's done.
All right, chill, fam. Relax with all them things. There.
Nah, we do.
Aye,
want
we
to
chant it
change
at your
that.
ground every year. City is blue. You gotta accept it, my G.
Relax.
Yeah.
Just like
Can I-
Wait, hold up. Forget all that. Like the Premier League ain't blue, but we move. Go on, Ryan. What you saying?
Well, can I just say?
Aye,
the most
you repping
important thing?
Liverpool's colours.
Who?
You said the Premier League ain't blue.
No. I said the Premier League has
The 3
currently
biggest
blue,
clubs
is
in the
what I'm
Premier League
saying.
are red.
Yeah, tell them again.
That's facts.
But we
That's
move.
facts.
Go on, Ryan. What
It's
you
facts
saying?
though, isn't it? Everyone knows it's facts. But hey, as I said,
Aye,
Chelsea
if you
are
wanna
doing their
bring
thing.
your trophies from the 30s into it, it's cool.
Why not? I
I'm
was there.
talking about Champions
I've been a
League.
season ticket holder since 1886, man. I'll tell you that for a fact. Back in the
That's
day in
a lot of
Highbury, I was
football
there.
games to remember, bro.
Go on, Ryan. What was you gonna say, my G?
Oh yeah,
before we
the
close
most
out the show?
important thing to realise is that my club's got more European cups than all of your clubs combined.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
Well, you lot win.
that's
you lot
why
win
I would
one
say
league.
Liverpool are the biggest
Where's
club
the
in
Winners'
England.
Cup, though?
Who cares? man?
Imagine
live-
only winning 3 European cups in your history and thinking you're the best club in England.
Imagine only
never
winning
be
one
my
big.
club.
Imagine winning only one big trophy every 10 years and thinking you're a massive club. You know
When
what
was
I'm
that
saying?
time you
One
won
league
a big
title,
trophy?
one league title in 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And 2
One more
European,
reason
and 2
than
Champions
you.
Leagues. You know what
We
I'm saying?
hadn't won one for 30 years and we're still only
30
one league
years.
title behind
Yeah,
you.
Yeah, because
And
you
3
lot had
European
you
cups
you
ahead
lot
of
had a
you.
14 you lot had a 14 league start in your lifetime. You've seen us overtake you. You know what I'm saying? We had 7, you had 19,
And we're
18.
still only one behind you.
Yeah,
and
because
we're
you had
3
a
European cups ahead
you
of
had a
you.
9 head
Champions
start.
of
That's why.
Europe, Champions of
But-
England is bigger than Champions of England.
Yeah, you gonna say that. That's why you win it once every 30 years. When's the last time you won
See,
it?
so
No,
I
you
don't
wouldn't
understand,
do that
right?
shit.
So
Go
for
on.
Arsenal, as Lewis just said, you
Yeah.
can't count titles from the 30s, but for Liverpool, you count 19, don't you?
Yeah, of course they do. That's all they got
Yeah,
to
so
hold
see,
on.
see, 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 I mean, see the double standards. You see the double standards then?
Liverpool debate.
They
can,
no.
do what they wanna do up there. I'm
They've had
cool.
1 league title in 30 years, and they've had 2 Champions Leagues in 30
So
years.
you
and
had
that.
2 Champions
but
Leagues.
football-
as well,
listen,
and you
football
were
didn't
one
start
better.
30 years ago,
hold
though,
on.
did it?
Okay, we had 2 league titles in 30 years, and how many Premier Leagues in that time?
Good for you, innit? You start padding
Yeah,
Premier
more
Leagues
than
in
it
the
is.
90s,
Yeah,
innit?
sure,
Literally
innit? Yeah, when you
start
like,
padding
you
league titles in
lot
the
won a
90s,
Champions League
yeah.
against Tottenham. You know what I'm saying? And that don't talk about stat padding. You lot won a
So?
champion against Tottenham, the bottle merchants and that. You know what I'm saying?
So?
What do you mean?
Keep going,
and
keep
that
going,
against
keep going.
Spurs, Bottom Hotspur and that, and you want to talk about stat padding and that? Don't give me that shit. And we were
Did you
stat
see
padding
who we
leagues in
beat
the
to the
90s.
final that
You
year?
lot finished
The teams
7th.
we
so
beat.
they-
We beat
Yo, you
PSG,
played Tottenham.
Napoli, Bayern Munich, Barcelona on the way.
Oh,
to
dead
that
sides
final.
and that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
dead
yeah,
sides.
good one, innit?
They
Good
were
one.
dead sides and that. You know what I'm saying? Bayern Munich
The
were
fact
washed.
that
Barcelona
for that
washed.
30 years,
Yeah.
for that 30 years, you were so much a better team than us, and we still won the same amount of Champions Leagues in those 30
Yeah, because
years.
we played
That
quality
just shows
opposition
your
in the Champions League. That's why we played
pedigree in
real
Europe,
opposition.
bro.
We played quality opposition. We played quality opposition in the Champions League. That's why.
So did
Look at the
we.
winners of the Champions League. Who did you play? Who?
Well,
Napoli.
we played your boy Neymar and Kylian in the bloody that
yeah,
year.
Tuchel tax in it. That's what that was. You know what I'm saying?
Hear that, Lewis.
Tuchel was in charge. You know what I'm saying? PSG, a team that's never won it. Napoli, a team that's never won it.
2 wins against PSG because of Mbappe tax. Can't be hard.
We played quality opposition and that. You lot playing dead teams and that. Fucking
didn't play
Spurs
dead
in the
teams.
final. You played Spurs in the final?
I swear you played Schalke in the semi-final once.
Yeah, we didn't win that one.
Oh yeah, you got packed by Barton, didn't you?
Yeah,
Twice.
we didn't win that. We got beat by a proper side. That's my whole point.
Twice.
And in '99, we beat proper teams. We beat actual better Bayern Munich. You know what I'm saying? And that we beat a quality Juventus.
Listen, flawless man. Respect the 1961 Premier League champions Tottenham Hotspur.
Don't give me that. These one team.
And one of your European cups and dinosaurs still existed.
Wait, yeah, we won in what? 68. Yeah, and
yeah.
Hey, listen, respect the 1960s, man. Those were a couple of titles back then.
Come on, man.
Wait, when did you lot wait, hold up. When did you lot win?
Hey, Lewis, hang on. You can't chat about that, right? You were successful in the 1960s. You won a league title. That was the one you'd won.
When did you lot win your Champions Leagues?
But we don't really chat about that.
Let me go. When did Liverpool win their Champions Leagues? Hold up. When did Liverpool win their Champions Leagues?
The 80s, wasn't it?
What, all of them in the 80s?
No, they had more.
77, 78, 81, 84, 2005, 2019.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You remember winning ones when Souness was playing?
Bro, so hang on. Liverpool's first ever league title was in 1900.
Yeah, man. Don't let these man chat shit. When Souness was playing in them.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying it's mad. Right from the get-go, Liverpool there.
Souness was playing and when English teams was banned as well.
But I'd rather have that. So Liverpool basically dominated right from the start. 1900s, 1920s, 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
There's no domination in it. One European title in 30 years or two is not no domination in that.
Bro, no, they have. I would still say Liverpool are the biggest in the league, in my opinion.
Definitely not. You know. One league title in 30 years is no domination.
But United.
No, but listen, look, Flores. That's what I don't understand, right? You can't just discount all of history just to suit your agendas.
No, I'm not.
You do realize that
if we add in all of history,
because look, if you want to go that right, if you want to go with recency bias, then Liverpool have won a league title and Champions League more recently than you have.
We're a bigger club in that. We're the benchmarking.
And we'll win a league title quicker than you guys as well. Still. Yeah,
so you've won 2 in 30 years, innit? When we've won multiple, well done. Even in our worst times, we're still picking up trophies. In your worst times, what were you man doing? You man were in Intertoto Cup and Worthington Cups and all them things there.
Like I said, you had league titles in the 90s.
Yeah, sure.
Careful in it because, like, you never know when your team are gonna go on a trophy drive, innit? Like,
Flawless. Flawless. How long has your team gone without a league title?
Years now. Since 2013, so 7 years now.
Yeah, my memory doesn't go back that far, you know.
Yeah, because he was a kid in it. You know what I'm saying? In that, but you seen us overtake you in your
I'm
life.
21. I'm not that young.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 21 in that. So you seen United glory years. You know what I'm saying?
But they're gone now.
In 21 years, you've seen your team with 2 major trophies in that. Yeah, me at 21, I'd see my team with everything. In 21, you get me fluked.
I've seen Premier League and got the FA Cup. To be fair. Properly.
Yeah, there you go, in it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. One time in it. That's you lot in it. One trophy a season wonders. That's you lot. And now you're on a drought.
You want to win the quadruple next season, innit?
Yeah, sure, innit. Yeah.
Nah, you know, seriously, we're not in it. But we'll get to 21 titles quicker than you.
Nah, you won't.
You will. You got now. We won't because you've got your boy Ollie in charge in it, so he'll.
No, they won't.
No, Ollie's he'll win the Championship. He'll win the Premier League in it.
You lot are done in it. You've had your time and that. You know what I'm saying? Show's over.
The time isn't over.
Show's over and that. No domination in that. That's what you lot do in it. It's in your history. It's in the DNA and that. You lot don't dominate. You know what I'm saying? It don't happen in it.
We won the only English sides to have won back-to-back European Cups.
They dominated the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Yeah, they didn't dominate. What 90s?
Sorry, 80s.
Yeah, 80s.
Yeah, we dominated it.
You might have talking dinosaur years and that. Cool, if you want to talk
80s. Let's talk about the 80s, man.
Talk 80s, innit? If you might want to talk 80s.
You know what's mad, right? In 20 years' time, what we're winning right now, like right now, the current era, no one's going to care about as well. Like the way you guys are going off it.
Yeah.
It depends.
But you guys will be like, but because you guys are witness, you're gonna say, "Oh, but no, that was a great year." But people in 20 years will care, right?
We'll talk about 04, 05 because no one else conceded less goals than Chelsea since.
And most of they'll be talking about the treble because we're the only team that have done it. And that these great Liverpool sides couldn't do that.
Invincibles.
You know what I'm saying? These great sides in it. No teams managed to do that. No sides even won the double. You know what I'm saying? But at least when we was on top, we did it properly and that. Not just these 1 trophy a season guys next to me and that. You only win 1 trophy. What kind of champions are you?
We won 3 trophies last season. The Club World Cup and
trophies are trophies. Honours are honours.
In all seriousness, we won 1 in it.
Yeah, I know you did. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? And I watched
you should donate one of those for Tottenham. You know, just as a
Tottenham in the Champions League final.
About that one.
Just donate them a Club World Cup. They can celebrate that.
These man, you get me? Just talking. But right, I think that's it. Yeah, talking about shit in the 60s. Love to everyone who's locked in. We'll start with you, Babs. Anything you want to add before we bounce?
Well, today was a bad evening. Hopefully next week's a good evening.
Yeah. Lewis, anything you want to add?
Unai Emery's yellow, mate. And Chelsea are going to the Champions League final and we're smacking whoever's there. Thomas Tuchel's tricky Blues are going to the Europe and we're winning everything. Up the Chelsea. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Ryan, you dickhead. Anything you want to add?
When we beat Man United on Sunday, just wait for the smoke on the Q&A, yeah? Just wait, innit?
I know it, though.
You're going to be on the watch along, right, Ryan?
Yeah, yeah, bro, of course, bro.
Nice.
I'm on the watch.
I'm going to try to get on regardless. Yan City, anything you want to add?
Yeah, hopefully we beat Crystal Palace because then it'll be a trophy celebration. And if not, then we'll just have to do it against Chelsea.
I'm saying this now, yeah. If
you don't want Chelsea to be involved in the title decider. It never goes the right way.
I'm saying it. I don't care what happens with Liverpool United. If Liverpool beat United, cool and that. If friggin' City win the league and Yan City's trying to do some party celebration, I'm not on the Q&A. I'm saying that now.
Also, why are you backing these watch-alongs?
Because she's shitting bricks. That's why. She knows Pep's a fraud. That's what it is. She don't back him.
You're not backing your team.
So why are you not doing it?
No, I've been mad busy at the moment.
Yan City's most pessimistic City fan I've ever met in my life.
Shitting bricks and that.
Not shitting bricks. I wasn't scared of Mbappe. I was waiting for him the whole game.
Right. Now you got jokes in it. You know what I'm saying? But why did you not? Dear me. You know what I'm saying? Do you all watch along? She's shitting bricks.
Nah, to be honest, that second leg is going to be tense, man.
Yeah, but you look at City's goals, right? They weren't the greatest of goals. I swear,
lucky, man.
Exactly. They were very, very lucky if you think about it.
Yeah, ours was lucky, but they had a header, which was from a set piece as well. So it's not like
but that's what. Hang on, there's nothing wrong with that. You scored a goal from a random cross and a goal from a free kick, which should have not hit the wall.
Exactly.
They're both a set piece. They both can go in. They both could have been.
City, bro. I didn't watch that game, and I said, "Nah, not much." But City were in second half. Yes, first half they were off the pace.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Man City have been in the Champions League so many times, and we've scored fantastic goals, and then the other team have gone down the other end and knocked us out. You need a little bit of luck in the Champions League. We've not had that.
Yeah, but that's still possible. So PSG could still do that to you.
Yeah, of course. Of course anything can happen in football. All that
when you got Mbappe and Neymar, you can beat anyone.
Beat us 2-0. They'd have to go through on away goals 3-1 because I don't think they beat us 2-0 at the Etihad. I don't think that.
It's possible.
No, I don't think so. I think, like I said, I think City are through. I think City got Champions League in the bag. As I said, you'll be lifting that. Fernandinho will be lifting the big A's at the end of the season, man. In Istanbul.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, serious, but yo, love to
everyone. Looking forward to that.
It's still a thingy. It's still it's what it is.
He's hoping for PSG and Real Madrid and Villarreal masterclasses in all of these games. But
you know what? I reckon Villarreal would beat United in the final. No lie.
I hear you in it.
Emery would shit out a result. He's an opportunist. He'd park the bus, counter attack, bang, goal.
Trust me. I'm not saying. I reckon United will win it, but if we didn't win it, I wouldn't come on here and be like, "Oh my god, I'm so shocked." But like I said, if City do win the Premier League this weekend, I will not be on the Q&A that Sunday because I tried to give Yan City let her do a Gyardem City Premier League winners.
What against Crystal Palace?
I was trying to give her a Premier League winners show and say like, yo, have your show, have your celebration. She's like, no, let's do on the Q&A. I was like, I'm not involved in that. So, we move.
I'm coming on because it means we'd have beaten United.
Yeah, which is cool. And you can give me, if City don't
I don't think we beat Palace right now because I think we'll play a weak squad.
Palace ain't good though.
Draw.
Here's the thing though. If City
don't beat Chelsea, innit?
Yeah, if City don't beat Palace and you not beat us, I'll jump on. I'm just not jumping on the City of Champions in it. I'm not involved in no celebration streams for them.
Imagine
we are gonna win it, like, let's be honest, because
you're gonna win it. I just don't want to be involved in the stream.
It's like if you draw against Liverpool, we only need to win one game out of Chelsea, Brighton, Newcastle, and Everton. So
the Brighton one might be
you got an easy run of games after that Chelsea game. You ain't got to worry about us. You'll win the league.
Yeah, they're winning the league. I'm just saying
the Chelsea game. It don't matter to you guys. Like, you guys are top. You're gonna win the league. Just help us out.
No, we're good. No, we're good.
Yeah, I think Yeah, and I think the Brighton game might be a bit of a tough one for you, though, if you need to win that.
I'm hoping we
they're
don't need
fighting
relegation by the time we get to Brighton. If we need points by the time we get to Brighton, we've done something wrong, because that means we have.
Graziano Potterino masterclass.
That means we would have lost to Crystal Palace, Chelsea, and Newcastle in back-to-back games if we need to beat Brighton.
And that means Man United would have won every game as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Which ain't happening, we'll see in it. But yeah, like
21
I said,
in 2021, innit?
See that's you back and going to bat for your man, Oli, my guy. He is better than Klopp this season, I suppose. He's outperformed him still. But yeah, as I was saying, I forgot where I was even at. What was it? Yeah, if you lot don't see me on the Q&A, you know why. And I'm not joining in those celebrations with friggin' City winning the league and that. But there will be some form of celebration.
If you win the league and we win the Champions League, we can have a joint party.
Yeah, that's between you two. You know what I'm saying?
That's what happened in 2012.
Yeah, I think it did.
Call it like the oil party or something.
Yeah, you lot enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I'm not involved. That's what I'm letting you know. I'll set it up, no problem. I'll set up the links and send you the links and title it. And
you have to support your team through the good times and the bad. Ollie's at the wheel.
Hey, you guys might win the Europa League too, and we can all celebrate.
Yeah.
No. If United win the Europa League, I'm doing a stream all by myself. What do you mean in that? Like, I'm fully getting waved, doing a stream going on like we've won a friggin' quad and that. I've been waiting for us to win a trophy for the longest. The amount of stick I take on here and on social media and that. So I'm gonna do that. That's for United fans solely and that. No invites. You know what I'm saying? And I lose you my G, so you'll get it. But that's it. You know what I'm saying? The rest of you lot can fuck off, basically, is what I'm saying.
All right, I'll remember that.
Yeah, you remember that.
Yeah.
You celebrate.
We'll never forget this.
But yeah, love to everyone who's locked in. We're back tomorrow, people. We'll be back. Oh yeah, the Talk About It Network special, which is just to round up myself with the Talk About It Network gang, Pod of Mercy, Red Lion. But it's non-sport people, so we get waved. I'm gonna be waved tomorrow. Trust me, it's been a minute. So make sure you check them out. They're hilarious. We just do current affairs of the whole month of April. So make sure you check them out. And then Saturday, what we got going on Saturday? Oh yeah, what's politicking you off? The politics show is back, and then Sarcasm City podcast will be after that. And then Sunday, Manchester United versus Liverpool, that live watch along, and then of course the Q&A. Hopefully not no Manchester City Premier League celebrations. But yeah, love to everyone who's locked in. There's an upcoming live stream section on the channel, so you can check it out. And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.